Neevesknives. I'm Jared, and Happy New Year's, everybody. It is New Year's Day, and yeah, surprised I'm here. I almost wasn't going to do this. Hopefully, everything sounds good. I'm not sure if my microphone's working, to be honest. I was having trouble figuring out if it was turned on or not. Every time I come in, I got problems with that thing. Anyways, how's everybody's New Year's going? I do want to talk about this giveaway. Um, a little updates, and we're going to talk about a bunch of other things. I don't have anything written down. You guys know that probably already, but we'll get to it. So first off, for anybody who winds up jumping in here later on and is the beginning or is watching the beginning of this before you click off or fast forward, I want to talk about the giveaway really quick and you guys subbing to the channels. I'm going to probably say this 2 or 3 times during this, but if you went down the list of all the channels I, asked you guys to follow in order to be qualified for the giveaway, and you just went follow, YouTube thought you were a bot and they unfollowed you from all those channels. You can't do that. And I should have made that known. I should have known better. So it's more my fault than anything. When you follow a channel, if you don't watch a video and you just go follow, YouTube thinks you're a bot. They have protections against that because the reason why is because there's companies out there that sell subscribers. Any content creator has seen this. You get offered, I get them offered on Instagram and I get them offered on YouTube. And they'll say like, oh, for $50 for 10,000 followers, right? They're just bots. Nobody's following you. And the reason why it is detrimental to your channel if you do that. You can do that. You'll get the followers, but you will get 0 views. So now what happens is YouTube recognizes that your channel is not getting the percentage of views for your subscribers, and it actually flags you. And it takes like 2 years for YouTube to recognize you as a proper channel. And like I've heard of other channels, other content creators doing that, and they wound up having to start a whole nother channel because of what it did to them. They got a bunch of followers, but then YouTube would refuse to share their content with anybody. So they do have protections against that. And one of them is that if somebody follows your channel and they haven't even seen one of your videos, well, then YouTube automatically knows this must be a bot. It's got to be a bot. Who the hell subscribes to a channel without ever seeing any of the content or making a comment or liking a video or anything like that, right? Not saying you're required to like a video in order to subscribe. I'm just saying, but if you have none of the above, then YouTube automatically flags it. This is a bot. So just know that if you already followed the channels that were in the listings of the video that I showed with the knives, remember, that's not the giveaway video, guys. That's just the beginning of it. That was just me showing off the knives. We will be doing the giveaway here probably within a week, maybe a week and a half. I said that a couple days ago, but I do want to give it a little bit extra time since this little thing happened. Now, you're going to have to, if you want to be, qualified for the giveaway, you're going to have to, throughout the next week, you don't have to do it all at once, just go check out the channels, take a look, watch a video, and follow the content. Now, after the giveaway's over, you can unsubscribe if you don't like the content. I understand that I'm not trying to force anybody to like something they don't like. It has nothing to do with that. All it is to get you to see it. See if you do like it. And if you don't, that's on them. That's on the content creators to keep you, right? But at least you had an opportunity to see if you liked it or not. Now, and I don't think that's too much to ask. Just go check out a channel, 10 channels. I know there was a bunch of comments of people kind of pissed about it, like as if, all I have to do is follow or go and follow 101 channels and share 16 and this, and I get it, because I don't like that shit either. In certain giveaways, I would see them say, all you have to do is follow these 3 channels and share this video. And I'd be like, I don't know about all that. I don't do all. I would seriously, I would be like, oh, all you gotta do is follow these channels, and then he'd be like, and share this video. I'm like, oh, I don't know, it's a little too much now. What are you asking me for here? So I get it. I completely get it. But in all reality, I'm not asking you to share anything. I'm not asking for anything like that. I'm just asking you to check the channels out. And like I said, you can unsubscribe later. And if that is too much, then it's not a big deal. You don't have to enter the giveaway, right? But it does give a good opportunity for the people that are willing to check out the channels. And hell, a lot of people are already following all those channels and already watch all those channels. So hey, you got a good chance then, right? Because thing is that a lot of people don't realize, because people don't think that you can find out if somebody's following your channel. A lot of people think that, because technically they're right. I can't go into a listings and look at everybody who's following my channel on YouTube. I can't do that. But I can take any one of your names and type it into my email, and it'll show me everything you've ever done on my channel. It'll show me any comments you've ever done. It'll show me the videos you've liked, if you've subscribed, blah, blah, blah. So if I type in my email and your YouTube handle pops up, I automatically know you've done stuff on my channel, because I'll see some of the stuff, and then I don't have to look through it. I just know you've been on my channel. So anyways, but not that it's that big of a deal. Yeah, Jared got a haircut. Now I do want to show you guys something, and like I said, we're going to talk about that again here in just a little bit. And more about the giveaway and everything. How is everybody doing? Mike Emler's in here. I didn't see him, but I see Ricardo, Cue Ball, Talica, Tri-State. I actually want to show, there's Mike. There's old Mike. Somebody put him in timeout, please. Thank you, Talica. Almost my birthday. It's actually closer to Talica's birthday, but I'm gonna have to get him something, because he got me something, and I'm gonna show it to you guys. But not only do I want to show it to you guys, I want you guys to check this out, because a lot of you guys probably already know about them, but these are badass, and I've always wanted one. So thank you, Talica, again. I really appreciate it. This is something I've always wanted, and I do think it's the best. I don't think you can get any better. This is EDC leather organizers, USA made, Tale of Knives. Now, a lot of you guys have probably seen these before. And this is Miss Tale of Knives Instagram. I figure I'd give you guys a good view while we're checking them out. So they have their website, but if you look at the EDC organizers, these are extremely, extremely well made. And then when you go onto the website, you can actually not custom tailor them, but you can pick the color leather you want. They have multiple different options. You can decide if you want clips or a belt loop. You can decide the color threading you want. Like here, let's look at this one. So this one looks like it has black threads with the multicolored. It's got the medium brown leather, and this is a clip one, because she's obviously not wearing a belt. So this has to have a clip on it. Oh yeah, and it's got the fold over buckle. So that's another decision you can make. I like the push-up ones. So like you see, she's got the buckles. I think the reason why she really likes the buckles is because she wears them on the clip too. So, oh, shit. I didn't mean to go down that fast. But anyway, see, I got one more like this, where it's open-faced, and I did not get the keychain part. I got the medium tan with blue blue stitching, navy blue stitching. But the stitching, I wonder if I can zoom in. Yeah. Oh shit. I don't know why that just happened. Sorry, guys. Let me see if I can zoom in really quick. All right, so if you look here, the stitching on these is absolutely amazing. They have really, do you guys remember last week I was saying that, anytime you get like leather goods or anything that requires stitching, pay attention to the stitching. The stitching is going to say a lot about the product. If it's single stitching, then you want to make sure the stitching is very thick. If it's not, then you want to make sure it's double or triple stitched. Single stitching can be okay if you have the right stitching, but a lot of times you want double stitching. Double stitching is a lot stronger. It's going to mean it's going to last a lot longer. Now, if it is single stitched, like something like this, because you wouldn't want this to be double stitched, most likely, especially with this thick of stitching, because it'd be too thick, the stitching part. But these stitches are really, really thick, really well done. And the thickness of the leather is really nice too. We're going to just look through more of these and I'll check out the comments. Remember, guys, I can't see the comments right now, so give me 1 second. Now you see they have all different kinds. I highly recommend these just because, put it this way, all the other leather EDC organizers use their fucking pictures as their own. So if you go on Amazon right now and you go through EDC organizers, leather EDC belt organizers, like you're looking at right here, like 90% of the ones you see, they're stealing these guys' pictures because they know these guys. When you look at this, you can just see it. Anybody who knows quality can look at this and say, damn, that's good quality. Well, they know that theirs would never compare looking at it. So what they do is they show you the pictures of these, and then the last picture will be their own product laying there on a table, never used, just brand new. So that's how they get you. So technically there is a picture of their product. It's just not a good one. And they get you that way. It's what just happened? Fucking shit. I guess I just exited out of this by accident. Anyways, Tale of Knives. Very good shit. And I highly recommend checking them out. And they have all different kinds of organizers. You can go like on their website. You can custom make, basically custom make. Now, they have stuff that's pre-ready, but not much. Stuff that they've already made, not very much stuff. Anything that you kind of custom make takes them about 6 to 10 days to make, and then they ship out. So just FYI. And thank you again, Talica, man. I really appreciate it. I can't wait for that thing. I already know it's really good quality, not only from people that I trust in the community using them and talking about them, but I can see it. You know, I got a really good eye for that stuff. And I've had like tons of leather and shit like that for years. So I really, really understand. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Happy birthday to you too. Mine's on the 16th, by the way, guys. It's not my birthday today. It's actually Talica's birthday in 7 days. His is on the 8th. But also when you look at theirs, you can see, because they have no problem showing you the sides. There's more pictures than that, like what we just looked at. They have like 3 other sites and stuff, or Instagram pages and stuff, and you can go through their page, but you can see how thick the leather is. Now compare that to some of the other companies that are selling it, nowhere near. Like you can tell, like the leather's not as thick, the stitching isn't as thick, just the quality is nowhere near, nowhere near. Please go hit that like button. Yeah, I seen Breeze was hoarding those like buttons right from the start. He was on top of that shit. Thank you, Cue Ball and Breeze. The longer they stay on the site, the longer they stay on the site looking at asses, I mean holsters, the more likely they are to buy. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, they I'm not sure. I think she's I don't know if she's the wife. I think she's the wife, because it's Miss Tale of Knives, and her husband, you know, run the company or whatever. I tried to talk to them a while back and see if I could get them to send me some of their, you know, like one of their products or something. I was trying to get some USA made leather on the channel a while back. She didn't even respond to me. She's like, fuck no, I ain't answering you, man. But I thought it would be cool. And I wasn't even like necessarily trying to get something for free. You know, I would have bought it or whatever. I was just trying to throw in a communication. If they were willing to send something, you know, obviously I would take it. You know, the less amount of money I have to spend obviously is better, but I was trying to talk to a bunch of companies and get some leather products on the channel. But I was trying to find some USA made stuff. And I had like one of the companies talk back to me, answer me, but then all the other ones didn't. So I was just like, yeah, I'll do it again, like, you know, in a couple months or something after I've accumulated. Because if I have to buy them all, well, then I couldn't do it right then. So, you know, but after a few months, I'll buy some here, buy some there, you know. But it does work out to their benefit if they send it. And I make a video pretty quickly about it, especially like before Christmas and stuff. So it was going to be a win-win for both of us. But uh, hey, Jared. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year's. Elbow cup. Thank you. Happy New Year's to you too. Um, Thank you for coming and joining us. I know it is New Year's, so I know we'll see how many people actually show up tonight. Maybe it'll be a good night. We'll see. But I do appreciate all of you guys hanging out with me on New Year's Day. Jared, like to have your opinion on the concept non-locking slip joint knives. I got one of them. It's good. They're a little they're a little thicker behind the edge, which I think with a non-locking knife, you might not want that, but you also might want that. So it just depends on what you want in your non-locking knife. So I would say that the one I have is really good. It still has good enough geometry for cutting and stuff, obviously, but it's a little bit more robust, so you can actually get by with like a little bit tougher stuff that you might not necessarily want to do with slip joints normally. You're not going to chip the tip on it. You're not going to do anything like that. So you could be, you know, pretty tough. Like if you're the type of person, and also I want to talk about, you know, being in a box. We'll talk about that in a second. I want to finish this though. If you are the type to have your small knives and you like to say get things and pick at things, you know, like say pick crud out of something, you know, maybe possibly use it a little bit as a screwdriver here and there. And you're not supposed to do that, but I'm just saying, you know, if you're the type of person that maybe likes to do like extreme light duty prying, you know, like very, very light duty prying, you know, then that would be right up your alley because not only is it going to cut good, but you're going to be able to do those little tasks without it hurting, chipping, or damaging your blade. And it'll still cut good because those little things, can you do with the other knives? Yes and no. Like say little Victorinoxes or little very thin little blades. They're really slicey and they're really good for the fine detail stuff. But using them like as a little screwdriver or a little scraper, prior, or anything like that, not going to happen. You'll break the blades, especially the tips. You can pick with them. That's okay. But you know what happens when you pick with them? You no matter what, you damage the edge, no matter what. But when you do get a little bit thicker geometry behind the edge, you're less likely to damage the edge from light picking, you know. But that's why I picked up a $6 Gerber shard. Perfect for that stuff. Right. And that's where that's why I want to kind of talk about like the box thing. You know, putting yourself in a box where you have an opinion about something and you just said that's my opinion on that, right? And I've been known to do that too. I think we all have. And I try not to do that. I try to like kind of grasp other people's perspectives, and not even just other people's perspectives, but just, you know, just looking at it from other ways, like kind of like um you know, you can do it with anything, whether we're talking about steels, right? Like say putting yourself in a box where um uh a high-end steel's better than a budget steel, right? Well, maybe from your perspective, but maybe somebody who wants an easily maintainable knife out in the field might not, right? They might not want a super steel because they don't have the time to sharpen it out in the field. Or maybe they're not the best sharpener, so something more simple they can get a razor sharp edge on very, very cleanly, very good, and keep maintaining it. Maybe like say if we're talking about hard use knives, right? A lot of people would say, or vice versa. Some people would say, "Oh, this knife is too light duty. It's too slicey. You'll break it. It's gonna chip. It's, you know, it's not for hard use." You know, but a lot of people are like, why am I doing hard use shit with my knife? Like, my knife is a cutting tool. I'm only fucking cutting with it. I'm cutting cardboard, plastic, straps, rope, things like that, you know? So from their perspective, that's what they want. But then vice versa with somebody with a hard use knife. They're like, I don't, why the fuck would I want something that's going to break? I want something that's tough, something I could, if I want to chop with it, I can. If I need to pry something, or if I drop it, or whatever, right? There's so many different perspectives and so many different jobs and duties. And like Shane Gables, he actually recently made a YouTube channel, and go follow his channel, by the way. Awesome dude in the community. And he brought up that he had a ProTech with CPMD2, right? And he kind of said that I know a lot of people kind of look down on that steel, right? Which I don't think is a good way to look at it, because one, you got to remember where some of the things come from, right? D2 started getting a bad reputation because the overseas companies were making it like water. Literally, they were pouring it out of the factories by the thousands. Which compromised the heat treat. It wasn't the USA companies that were, where we were seeing the bad heat treated D2. I'm not saying they couldn't have done it or they haven't done it. I'm just saying that the D2's reputation of being not great was from that. And there are some doing it great overseas too. There are goods and bads, but there was a lot of D2 that was starting to get a bad reputation. And what D2 was supposed to be, like, say, if it was supposed to be here, the reality was down here. But other companies were still doing it good. But what happens? Those companies that get tested and the reality's down here makes the companies that do it good wind up having a bad reputation too. But when you also look at what is that knife for? What are you doing with that knife? That might be the perfect adequate steel even on the lower end. And being done by ProTech, it's probably really good anyways, I'm not, saying anything. They usually do pretty decent job. But all I'm saying, and I know like they've been known to do some softer heat treats, blah blah blah, but they usually do a decent job at the very least. But my point is that depending on what that knife is for, I mean, I think that's a perfect adequate steel for that price, for that knife, for the money and everything else. Cue ball, luckily I just took a walk of shame to the truck. Had some bogus folding razor knife in there, but it cut stuff, so it was not a total loss. However, I felt naked until returning home. There you go. There you go. That's hilarious. I find myself doing that. Sometimes for whatever reason, I either took my knife out of my pocket and used it and set it down, and then like I'll go like all the way upstairs or out the door, and then I'll think about it, even though I'm not really doing anything, and I'll be right back. I'll forget, like, I don't even have my knife on me. Turn right back around, go all the way back, grab it, and it's like I'm probably not even going to use it, but just in case, I feel better when it's in my pocket. Can't be going around here naked. I want one of those carbide blades. I'm cutting conveyor belts and need extremely sharp. That thing is like a giant scalpel. Nice. Cutting conveyor belts, huh? That's interesting. Carried the Kubi KU322 the past 2 days. Nice knife. Great knife. Evil E says, I like 3V, CTS XHP, and M390. I agree with you on all of them. I personally, with 3V, I think it's like, it's one of the best steels you're going to get for a fixed blade, especially if you're really needing toughness. Obviously, it's about as tough as you're going to get for as far as steel goes, especially when we're talking about toughness with great edge retention. What is it? It's like edge retention similar to like S30V, but the toughness is on the highest level. CTS XHP is, I love CTS XHP. You know what? It kind of makes me upset because Shane Gables put the code 4 on his channel, the Cold Steel code 4. And I couldn't help but remember, like, man, that thing, I wish it was still CTS XHP. They do it in S35 now. Why the fuck would they ever switch? To me, that doesn't make sense. Maybe it was like something they couldn't get enough steel or something, but damn it, man. I would way, way rather have CTS XHP than S35. But that's my opinion. Maybe other people would rather have S35. Not me, though. For knives under $100, I could care less what steel they are. I mean, I care, but I care depending on that knife and what I'm using it for, because I don't try to look at a knife and say, or I like to look at a knife and decide where it fits. So what knife is that for me? What does that do for me? Is it going to be like in the kitchen? Is it going to be for camping? Is it going to be for hunting? Is it going to be for self-defense? Is it going to be for regular every duty carry, just odds and ends? Is it going to be a work knife where I need it to be, a little bit tougher, but I want good geometry at the same time and good ergos and everything because I might be using it for longer task things? Or is it going to be like my recycling knife, where I really want geometry and because I'm doing long duty cutting with it? So I like to find, and then I'll decide like whether or not that steel is adequate for that job. All mine in S35 are really good. Never let me down. No, I don't think S35. I like S35. Obviously, I like S35. There's nothing wrong with S35. I just mean, I would have rather had XHP. Nothing wrong with that. S35 is a great steel. I'm not saying that that's a bad steel on a cold steel. I'm just saying, like, I love XHP. So, are you gonna carry the Wii Elementum? I have the Wii Beacon coming. Should be here tomorrow. I didn't get the Elementum. I had the choice between the Elementum and the Beacon, and I chose the Beacon. I chose the Beacon because I figured a lot of people were going to get the Elementum already, so you guys would probably be sick of seeing it. So I tried to be one of the first ones to get the Beacon. So I pre-ordered it so that as soon as it showed up at the knife distributor, that I would get it like immediately, and it should be here tomorrow. But I didn't get the Elementum. Plus, you know what sucks about that fucking Elementum? I didn't realize this, and now I'm glad I didn't get it. And I'm not talking shit. If any of you guys got it, good for you, because it might not even be a bad thing to you. But it's not a hollow grind. You guys know that? They switched it to a flat grind for the Wii versions. Why? Like, to me, that doesn't make any sense. I'm sure it'll cut just the same. I'm sure everything will be great on it. But I personally, for me, that hollow grind was one of the best parts about it. So why I don't know. I mean, I think it's still the same blade stock thickness, so it's probably still going to cut the same. 5 sharpenings in. That's what I'm saying. Why? Why would you do that? You make it 20 CV and then you make it a flat grind. I don't know if they were looking at it like 20 CV. They don't want to make that thin or something. Maybe it was something like that. I can't figure it out either. I do not know. But I would have rather, and nothing wrong with a flat grind. A good flat grind is awesome. But it's not a full flat grind, right? And even if they make it the same thickness behind the edge, if you sharpen it a few times, it's definitely going to be thicker behind the edge than it would be if it was a hollow. To make it different. The frame lock made it different. I think, okay, so this is the way I look at that. And like I said, perspectives, right? Somebody else's perspective might be completely different, and they might want a flat ground version of the Elementum. Personally, me, like if I'm thinking about doing an upgraded knife of whatever knife, whether it's like, say, the Sebenza, right? Say if I was going to do an upgraded version of the Sebenza, I wouldn't take the best parts about the Sebenza and change those. I would change the downfalls, right? The things that people would like to see changed, like the thumb studs, maybe possibly the pivot, make it on bearings or something. But I wouldn't make it a flat grind. I wouldn't change the sharpening choil. Um, I wouldn't change probably the ergos. The clip is arguable. I love the clip, so I personally wouldn't change the clip. I guess that depends on who you are. But to me, like the Spenza clip is one of the best clips out there. What about that upcharge for the Damascus? Um, I'm not sure if they are using is it Damasteel or is it their Damascus? Because their Damascus is a 9CR 440C powdered Damascus, which it is a good Damascus. Don't get me wrong, a very good Damascus, better than most. The process of the way they make it is pretty similar to the way they do Damasteel, but it's not Damasteel, obviously. Damasteel is made out of RWL34, but it's a really good Damascus. But I don't know. I don't know what type of Damascus that is that they're putting on the Elementum. If that's what we're talking about, the Elementum. Any suggestions for something close to a budget price, but in CTS XHP, Spartan, Bronze, Grade, Aster, any good? I haven't tried any of those. I have a Spartan Heartsy folder, but I haven't tried the other ones. But Spider Co. Chaparral is in CTS XHP. What else is in CTS XHP? There's I guess that's not a budget, but the Chaparral, that's a good one. I love my Banza. What about I already read that. Most of my knives I wish could have a hollow grind on them. I like flat grinds when they're done right. Certain flat grinds are really, really good. And then I guess I always do want on some knives, it's like I want two of them. It's like I want the one that came with the flat grind, and then I also want a version with a hollow. It's just I don't know, just the way I am. I have the Damascus button lock Elementum. The grind is dumb and thin, and it came shaving sharp. Yeah, that's the beauty of that. The Elementum is, the geometry. The geometry is amazing on those. The regular ones or the button lock. For those that may have not been hungover, actively intoxicated, or living under a rock the last few days, there is a huge giveaway going on. The details are located here. Thank you, Breeze. Hit that link if you want to check out a little bit of information on the giveaway. But since we have a few more people in here, I'm going to mention this thing again. If you follow those channels, make sure you watch some of their videos, because YouTube will think you are a bot. If you follow a channel or subscribe to a channel without seeing any other content, that's YouTube has a protection from that, because there's so many bots out there. So YouTube has a protection from that. And if that's how you did it already, I guarantee you're not sub to any of those channels you think you're following right now. YouTube deemed you as a robot, a bot, and has already unsubscribed you. So make sure you go and watch some of the content of the channels that I linked. Otherwise, you're not going to be qualified. You ain't qualified. No, there's not your average EDC. What's up, Erica? I have a Kubi Noble that has such a thin hollow, it feels like they're touching your fingertips together. That's the way the pintail is too. It's almost like they did that about as thin as you could get. And it's definitely something that it cuts like a champ. I mean, it cuts really, really good. Takes a nasty sharp edge. But it's definitely super thin. It's on another level of thin, to the point to where you're not you could break that blade pretty easily. if you did it. But the thing is, though, it's a small knife, so you really don't really have the potential to do too much with it bad besides just regular cutting stuff. I love it. I think it's awesome, and it takes a nasty sharp edge. I think cuts like crazy. Yeah, it does take a very slicey edge, but it's so thin you feel like you're touching your fingers. Like when you squeeze the grind like this, you feel like you're touching your fingers together. Well, I guess you're not in the giveaway then, it does. Blade HQ says what? Acapella Damascus steel on the Wii Elementum. Acapella. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. Acapella. Huh. That's funny. I guess you're not in the giveaway then. I bought the reheat treated chap from Roman, aka K-Knives Switzerland. Nice. Reheated, huh? Reheat treated. What video is the actual video to enter? I haven't made it yet. That will be up in about a week, maybe like a week and a half or something, because originally it was going to be like a week and a half, but then because of this little setback, probably about a week and a half. But the point is that you want to not wait for that. If you're going to do that, then you've already failed, because there's no possible way you're going to be able to go and check out all those channels in the same day you enter. But that's why the point is through this next week is to give you guys the ability to go check these channels out and follow the channels, so that when we do the giveaway, you've already seen their content and you can decide after the giveaway which ones you don't like. And the ones you don't like, you can tell them to go fuck themselves and unsubscribe. That, you know, it's on them to keep you as a subscriber. I'm just helping you get the attention to, or giving them the ability to get in front of you so that you can decide if you like them or not. But you have to at least follow them until then. Otherwise, I won't know if you even checked them out. How would I know if you're not a bot? You could be a bot. Dirty or how do I get rid of the lock stick on the button of Cogent? Granted, it's brand new. Is CPL on the button lock making it worse or better? Saw someone say powder graphite. All right, so one thing, yes, normally with lock stick, graphite will work. You can use a lead pencil or you can use a permanent marker. However, I wouldn't tell you to do that with that. So the Cogent, you're going to have a little bit of button lock stick right off the bat. Don't put anything on it. Just dry it off, wipe it off with a knife wipe. Make sure the lock face is clean where, the plunge engages. But just leave it be. Just just let it be. It'll go away. The button, a lot of button locks do that. A lot of button locks come like that. It's because in order for button locks, in a lot of cases, to not have, let me pull this off. What's up, Knife Sergeant? Shout out to Knife Sergeant. Hopefully you guys are subbed to his channel. So in order for it not to have blade rock, meaning the blade is moving towards the lock like this, back and forth this direction. Right? Blade play would be side to side this way. So it'd be this way. Blade rock, this way. Lock rock would be the lock is rocking. So like say a frame lock, right? When you're putting stress on the blade and you can see the lock moving back and forth like this, that's lock rock. And if it just fails, that's lock failure, right? So button locks have the tendencies to get blade rock, where the blade will actually rock back and forth because the plunge doesn't fit into the geometry of the lock face tight. So what happens is that groove that they're pushing themselves into, because there's a spring. So like if my arm's the spring and then this is the plunge, it's pushing itself into a position. But if this groove right here isn't cut out good, it'll get into a spot and then won't have enough tension pushing into the groove. So now the blade will be able to move right here. this tension has to be able to push so tight that the blade can't move. Hopefully that made sense. It looked like a bunch of jacking off, but anyways, just leave it be and the lock stick should go away. I would say to do that maybe on like a frame lock or something, but with that, it's not going to help anything. It'll make the lock stick go away, but as soon as it wears off, it'll just come right back. It's just trying to nestle itself into a nice tight area, and that's why you're getting that stick. 175 is fair for S35VN on a Wii. It's 20 CV though. The Wii Elementum is 20 CV. Thanks, man. It's my first button lock. Other than that, I love it. And the action and ergos are great. It's not as solid as I would like. The blade though the blade back and forth slight play. Tighten the pivot. If you have blade play side to side, just tighten it. It shouldn't have blade play. You will possibly have blade rock. Now, I did a video on it. Go watch my video on the Cogent, the Civivi Cogent review, because I have a part in there because mine got bad blade rock. And I did some spine whacking to it because I did want to test the lock strength, and it did hold up fine. But before I even did that, because I know everybody will say that I wound up getting blade rock from fucking beating the shit out of it, but I didn't get it from that. I got it before I did any of that. So watch that video and I'll show you how to fix it. In the video, I literally show you. I just stretched the spring, but watch the video anyways. Give me that view. But I just stretched the spring, though, if you don't want to see it. Rock Lobster. Happy 2022. Yeah, I said something vague before that was G-rated, but had sexual intent for adults to understand, but it was super vague. And then said Alex Jones was right, and I got booted. But hey, I think it's undeniable he was right. I don't think you can even argue about that. If there was 30 conspiracies that he's mentioned or said, we're at like 25, right? Maybe there's 5 left that hasn't been confirmed or denied. But at least 25 out of 30 has been deemed factual. I might pull the trigger on a Cold Steel 8015 on payday. The lock seems fun to fidget with. I actually just sent my custom 8015, shout out to Mr. Amazing, to Lefty EDC to check out. He wanted to check it out, so I sent it over to him, and he's checking it out. Do you have any damn designs? I don't. What did I try? I did try something from them, but I don't own any, no. He's a hothead, kind of a bitch, quite frankly. Everybody's got a different perspective. Just got a sumo yesterday. That's one I haven't tried either. Feel obligated to say happy, not such a shitty year as the last one. Yeah, let's hope 2022 works out a little better. Yeah, I saw the vid where you stretched the spring. Yeah. So if you're getting, and what I meant by that is if you're getting that type of play, not side to side, so not like this, but like this, then that would be something that could help. Now, also, if you have lock stick, you shouldn't have, because technically the reason why you'd have lock stick is because it's fitting into a good spot. Like right now on this one, I have a little lock stick, but I have 0 blade rock because my button lock has a little bit of stick. It's not much. This one, it's pretty much gone on this one, but this one was bad. This one was like, you like would push the button and you'd have to like put 2 fingers on it and break it. But I knew it would eventually go away, and now it's just super solid. And like I said in the beginning, I would rather have a hint of lock stick on a button lock than blade rock. So, sometimes you got to pick your battles. And there are times where you're going to find companies that it does work out really good and you don't get lock stick or blade rock. But it's not common. You usually have one or the other. Either one, it works really good, but you have a little tiny bit of lock stick because the plunge is fitting in there nice and tight, which is creating a little bit of lock stick, but also preventing blade rock. Or you have blade rock and you don't have lock stick. And I'm only talking about button locks right now. How did Alex Jones come into this combo? I don't know. My Kojin had some. Metallica was talking about why he got kicked off of something. My Kojin had some bad lock rock to your video. Help me out. Awesome. Richard says, thoughts on the QSP Leopard? I think QSP is awesome. I think they do a good job. I don't remember if I tried the Leopard or not, but I've tried a few QSP knives. I don't think I've tried the Leopard though, so I can't speak on that one. At least I don't think so. He's not an Alex Jones fan. I take it. Guess not. Different perspectives. My Kojin had some. I already read that one. Knife Modders. Shout out to Knife Modders. I hope you guys are following their channel. Richie B and Linda and Lou. Get all your knife mods done by them. They do amazing work. And I highly, heavily recommend their work. One of the few companies I can comfortably recommend without a second thought about it. I'm considering the Cogent and or the Prolix for cutting cardboard. Love the ting on those. The Prolix is small though. Are we talking about the Ferrum Forge Prolix? Anyways, I would say the Cogent over the Prolix for cutting cardboard, but there's a lot of knives that would fit that would fit a cardboard cutter. I mean, I can name 100 right now that would work really good for that. But the Prolix though, that's a little small. Mostly folders and a bit of everything. Why won't this go? Sorry, I'm trying to get to your comment. Thank you for the donation. Mostly folders and a bit of everything with the 5 bones. Which would make a CNN watcher lose their mind faster? An Alex Jones rant or a Medford rant? That's tough. Probably Alex Jones. And I only say that because it would be hard for them to deny that he's been right about so many things. That he's literally, like, a lot of the things that they tried to say he was a conspiracy theorist on I'm talking about back in the day, slowly came true as the years went on. So, that's hilarious though. I think Greg would be another one too though. That definitely drives them nuts. What metal would you choose? Tanto versus wait. You talking about what blade shape would I use? Tanto versus dagger? Oh, you're talking about the knife fight? Is that what you're talking about right now? If you guys didn't see that video or the knife junkie, I was on the knife junkie the other day, and me and him had a knife fight. Tanto versus a dagger. I had a dagger. He had a Tanto. I kicked his ass, but he put up a good fight. Anyways, go watch that podcast. That was an awesome podcast. If that's what you're talking about. Me personally, if we're just talking about Tanto and a dagger, I, in most cases, would choose a Tanto. Now, if we're talking about for self-defense, I'm choosing a dagger. But for work, I'm choosing most likely a Tanto because a dagger is going to be a little too fragile. It does depend, though. It depends. But an actual dagger, like an actual dagger, I'm definitely picking a Tonto. Now, I would pick a bunch of other blade shapes over both of those, though. But if that was my only choice. But yes, for my knife fight, yeah, dagger. Dagger for sure. Like I said, like I proved in the knife fight versus me and the knife junkie Bob DeMarco. A Tonto to me is what I'm not trying to do to my knife in a knife fight, right? Like, why would I want to break the tip of my knife off and then get into a fight? That's the part I want in a knife fight. Now, not denying the strength of it isn't good, but it doesn't matter how strong it is. The blade's going to be plenty strong for what I'm trying to do to that human, right? Which is penetrate and cut. So, yeah, I would definitely rather have a dagger in a knife fight. Not saying you couldn't, do what the hell is it called? The snap cuts with the Tonto. Of course you could. I just think I would have, personally, with me and just knowing me now, everybody's different. You might be the type of person that if you were, to possibly get into a knife fight, you'd probably do a lot of snap cuts. I wouldn't. With every snap cut, I feel like I'm going to get my knife taken away. Hey, Jared, good stuff. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Shout out to Knives Fast. You guys should be following his channel because he's got a badass knife coming. But besides that, he's also got an awesome channel. Go and follow his channel. I thought I had it sitting right here. I literally thought it was sitting right here. I think it might actually be over on my knife bench. Yeah, I do. I got it sitting over on the knife bench. I'm sorry, bud. I'd be sitting here showing it. Damn it. Yeah, I left it over on the knife bench. I'm sorry, man. I'm a bot. Beep, 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 bop. Right. Exactly. We know Bob. Bob, right? Bob Marco? Bob? Ever tested some Bastinelli creations? They're awesome. Just one. No. Yeah, just one. I've tried one. And it was pretty good. I won't deny that. It was really good. Johnny Rum with the 5 bones. Thank you, brother. Any idea where one could buy a Ria Bushito? Love to grab one. Late to the game, just several months. I don't know right off the top of my head. I know somebody who's got a Riat Warrior for sale. I'm not sure about a Bushido though. If you're really wanting to find one, I would go on Instagram and put up a post saying you're looking for it. Somebody would come out of the woodworks and sell it to you. And we have 112 people in here. If anybody has a Riat Bushido that they wouldn't mind trading, selling, or something, give Johnny Rum a shout. Shout it out in the comments, and I will try to put it up on the screen so he can find you. What do you think of the Gen 2 Hogue Deca? I haven't tried it. I haven't tried the Gen 1. I want to try it. I really want to try it for sure. I do. I have nothing against the Hogue Deca. I like the Hogue Deca. I like the way it looks. It looks like a badass knife. I just have not tried it. So I do want. Oh wait, I do got the knife right here. Holy shit! But yes, I do want to try the Hogue Deca. Before we get to this, we'll check this out really quick. I got the Sig Sauer K320 made by Hogue that I recently got. I probably should have got the Deca when I got this. I grabbed this because it was brand new and I thought it'd be something cool you guys would like to see. It's USA made, S30V. It's very similar to like a Benchmade Griptilian. It's like a Griptilian, Hogue mixed, if that made sense. It's got a deep carry clip, but the clip is kind of unique because it has like these things right here where you can grip it and pull it out of your pocket. It's very grippy, kind of like a pistol, Hogue. But yeah, cool knife. Did come with a really nice edge too for a factory. Then we have, this is a prototype, by the way. we have the Tempest Mach 51, designed by Knives Fast, which is right here. And awesome, awesome knife. I am going to be reviewing it here very soon before I send it over there to Dick. I mean, Metal Complex. And yeah, awesome, awesome knife. I do have a couple small recommendations that I think would be awesome, which I think he might have already covered because he does have a couple plans on changing some very small details. I wouldn't want to change too much though, because it's already so damn awesome. Most amazing giveaway. Click the link and behold. Just make sure you guys, I'm going to talk about it here again. We have 107 people in here. Looks like some people are leaving already. Northern Knives has a micarta Bushido used. Bang, right there. Right there for you. Northern Knives has a micarta Bushido that's used. Yeah, I should have said that too. There are some knife companies that have secondary knives that have been used, but you know, they sell them for the people. I don't have the auto. I do not. I prefer the manual. I'm not a huge auto fan. Patrick, thank you, man. Hey, hey, brother. Happy New Year. Happy New Year's to you, man. Happy New Year's to you. I seen your message. I didn't get to reply, but I did see your message. I will be replying to you after this. I've just been so busy since I messaged you earlier. Metallica 20CV. It's on the channel in a video. What? I have a new inbox Spyderco Indela for sale. Oh. There was something else. What was I supposed to mention? There was something I was supposed to bring up. Somebody has a, this wasn't it, but somebody has a Ferrum Forge Fornix? Was it the Fornix? I can't remember. A Ferrum Forge knife for sale. So if anybody's interested in one of the old Ferrum Forge knives, can't remember which one it is though now. I should have wrote it down, man. This is why I normally write notes, guys. This is why I normally write notes. Ooh, you have yours in the pocket. Ho can take my wife, my dog, and my Dodge. There you go. Sounds like a good deal to me. It has some nice scales on it. Oh, there we go. Now I remember. So, Metallica's got a smock, a Spyderco smock with 20 CV. They don't, I don't think they, I'm not positive, so don't quote me, but I don't think they make the 20 CV versions anymore. But he's got one with micarta scales. It's got a really nice bead on it, but he's got some really nice, like, it's like a tan linen micarta scales on it, but honestly, they feel like leather. They're really nice. I actually got them in a couple videos, or I got it in a video. It's either one or two videos it's been in of mine, but the scales are really nice. It's a really nice example of a Spyderco smock, and he's selling it. And I don't think he's asking like anything crazy for it. So, you know, he's just basically, you know, asking for a fair deal. So, which probably means he'll probably give you a pretty good deal on it if anybody's wanting to buy one. So just FYI, he's got one for sale. And if you guys don't know, the smock is a button lock knife that has a hold deployment for reverse flick, and it has a flipper tab. Really good action, stupid smooth. It's very awesome. Mike is back. Oh no, thank you, man. Thank you. I'm just, he prefers to be called Little Richard. I'm just glad I got it before Little Richard. So, not my Richie. You guys remember that movie, La Bamba? Not my Richie. Anyone own the non-automatic Hogue K320? Yeah, it's right here. It's awesome. I haven't tried the automatic one though. The 20 CV smocks were exclusives. I think I think one was a smooth black G10 handle and the other one was red G10. Yeah, he's got aftermarket micarta scales on his, but they're really nice. So, like, really, really nice. I kind of wish, and so does my bank account, there were more places to trade, buy, sell knives. I have no problem with a used knife as long as it's not jacked up. Right? I think Instagram is one of the best places. Instagram is really good. This is why I think so. You can stay in direct contact with the person. You can ask them for more pictures. If they don't provide more pictures, you should already know something's up because you can easily transmit or transfer pictures back and forth. And they can right off the bat show you all the pictures. In one post, you can get 10 pictures and have every corner of the knife. So you get a good, and you can ask for a video. A lot of times they'll show you a video, they'll show you the centering, show you everything on the knife, or tell you something's wrong. And I find, now I'm not saying this is going to be your experience, but I find usually people are pretty honest on Instagram because they already know there's going to be 21 questions. No, they don't expect, most people don't expect, like, oh, you have this for sale? Oh, okay, here's the money. They expect people to be like, how's the action? How's this? Can you send me a picture of this? Now, to their argument, don't do that if you don't plan on buying it. Don't go to somebody who has a $250 knife or even a $20 knife for sale and start asking them to send you 20 pictures. And then you find out there's nothing wrong with it. And then you decide, like, oh, well, you know what? I thought about it, but I'm going to get this. If they're going to go through all that effort and you're going to go through that effort to ask them for pictures and ask them for this and ask them for that and videos, blah, blah, buy the fucking knife. Don't do that to somebody. I mean, that personally doesn't bother me. If somebody asks me to buy anything, I don't give a shit. I'll send you 100 pictures, and if you don't want it, I don't give a shit. But I know a lot of people do. Cole and his wife were on last night. It was a blast. You should go check it out. I seen some of that. Yeah, Cole and his wife. So Tri-State EDC was on with Mike Emler last night live, and I did see some of it. As I seen, you guys were even talking about the whole people following the channel and then YouTube unsubscribing them because they thought they were bots. When do you announce the giveaway winners? I have to do the actual giveaway first. So after I do the giveaway, I'll wait probably 3 days, just long enough for everybody to see the video. I'm not going to do it the next day because it usually takes people, some people work, some people whatever, so it might take like 24, 48 hours for everybody to get entered that want to enter. And it gives anybody last minute to check out the other channels, right, and sub to their channel. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to post another video explaining information again, showing another close-up of the knives. But I'm going to make sure it's going to be a very short video. It's going to be literally like probably 3-4 minutes long because it's just going to be explaining, like, listen, you guys have to check these channels out. If you guys don't check the channels out, then YouTube's not gonna let you subscribe to them. They have basically a thing to protect people from getting a bunch of bots following their channel and for them to find bots and get rid of them. And I see Q Ball threw up a Donny. Thank you, Q Ball, for the 5 bones. Jared, someone asked earlier, what's a good knife under $150 to recommend to a non-knife person? Okay, so to a non-knife person, I always recommend, well, not always, but usually I would recommend a flipper, okay? Or maybe even an axis lock. An axis lock is really good. And I say an axis lock because it's very easy for them to use. But I usually recommend a flipper. And the reason why I usually recommend a flipper is because a flipper is very easy. Don't get them something you want. That's for damn sure. If you like it and you want it, probably stay away from that one because like say a front flipper, right? You don't get a front flipper for somebody who's not a knife person. You don't get a reverse flicker for somebody who's not a knife person. So $150. I mean, I would ask you first, if you're trying to go USA made. If you're trying to go USA made, I would say, well, one, I would recommend like a mini grip Tillion sheep with the sheep's foot. So specifically with the sheep's foot, a Benchmade mini grip with the sheep's foot blade that has the hole in it. So it's not a flipper, but it is a hole deployment. So the hole deployment's very easy to go like this. And then they can get down the Spidey flick if they want, but they can easily thumb flick it, or they can choose the axis lock. Now another one would be like the Hogue Deca. That's right around that price. It might be a couple dollars more, but it's right around there. You could go with the Kershaw bare knuckle. That's a flipper knife, USA made, but it's under $100. Now, if you're wanting to for sure go over $100, but less than $150, there's these Finch knives. These Finch knives are great. They're about $130, between $100 and $130 for these, depending on which one you get. These are really, really good. They have like a nice traditional look. I think there's just anytime somebody asks me a question like that, I have a lot of questions. Like I have questions like this. Well, how big of a knife, right? Because I could show you a knife that's 8 inches long and you're gonna be like, dang, I couldn't give them that. Like they're gonna want something small, right? Or I could ask, well, what kind of environment do they live in? Like, for the steel, because there's so many different kinds of steels and everything. I thought I had it over here. I guess I don't. Damn it. Oh, where do I have it? Shit. But yeah, I would have so many questions to ask. I was going to show you something, but I think I got to put up in those drawers and I got to move stuff to get to it. But I would try to go USA made. You're going to have a good warranty. If anything happens, you can fix it. Now, there's some good overseas companies with good warranties. So, but if materials matter and things like that, it's such a broad question that's a tough one, because this is the thing. $150 and under, actually between $50 and $150, there's like 2,000 knives that are amazing knives. So that's a tough one without some answers. Like if you said, what's a good knife that's under 8 inches or that's 6 inches, that has a 3-inch blade with micarta and titanium frame lock, like if you said those things, I would be like, I'd snap one right now. I agree. I don't wishy-wash and make sure that it's a knife that you really want before wasting someone's time. Right. It's kind of good. I think it's really good to give somebody a knife that's not a knife person, but make it a good budget knife. Like one of these CH knives, unless if it's somebody you're like really close to and like you already know they like knives, then I would say get them a good knife. But if it's somebody they're going to be probably picking concrete with it tomorrow and are just going to wind up leaving it at home, and you don't know if they're going to carry it, whatever, get them a good budget knife. Get them a good Civivi, a good Stativian knife, a good something, right? Something cheap, something that is reliable, well built, but it's like $40 or less. Because that way, if they do break it or grind the blade on concrete tomorrow, it's not a big deal. There's a donation. I'm passing up all these comments, guys. I'm sorry. Pierre, thank you for the donation. I don't know what that winds up being, but thank you for the 10 bones from your country. I would like to show my love for the channel. Happy New Year to you and your loved ones. Guys listening, you're on the right show. Thank you, man. Pierre, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And Happy New Year's to you and all you guys. I appreciate you guys being here with me right now. 119 of you dummies. Thank you guys for being here. I gifted my brother a Viper Hinder. Yeah, if you have the means and the ability to give something nice, Kubi's I think are great, great gift knives, especially certain ones. Now, I think they're also great gift knives for even knife people because they have great like spidey flicking knives and knives that are just like really good. Like here, I have this one in for sharpening, but I have one too. The KU321. If you know somebody really likes to spidey flick their knife, this is a well-built little knife right here. It's a front flipper too, but somebody has to like front flippers or reverse flicking to like this knife. Now, if they're not like that, they have regular flipping knives that are really good as well, but they're very, very affordable. Now, something like, ooh, man, this thing is really nice. Ooh, that was my fault. The Monterey Bay Knives Pincher, holy shit. This one surprised me. This is a fantastic knife. Great blade shape. It's got a straight clip point with a Sanmai ZDP 189 core. So it's got a jacketed Sanmai blade and ZDP 189 heat treated around 70 HRC. Stupid smooth. The action is insane. The ergos feel really comfortable in the hand. I know there's a couple different options with this one, but this thing's going to have insane edge retention. But it's not going to be a hard use knife. This is going to be a primary cutter. It does have the geometry to support, you know, a little bit of tough use, but steel being heat treated this hard, it's going to have really good edge retention, not edge strength. And we got the Forest here. This is a really good knife too. Shout out to Lefty EDC. Well, Ken Harris is the one that sent it to me, so shout out to him first and foremost. But Lefty EDC has been screaming about this thing, and he's right. This is a damn good knife. Really good knife. I do like it a lot. I find the Civivi Elementum is a nice knife to give people knives. It does not look. I 100% agree, and actually, that's my number one recommended gift knife. The Kershaw Leak is my number one USA budget knife to give. It is an assisted knife, but the Kershaw Leak is a fantastic little knife. Now, my number one gift knife overall is the Civivi Elementum. The Civivi Elementum, you get it in any type of option you want. Like you can get it in micarta, G10, carbon fiber, titanium. Now they have a wee titanium frame lock version coming out. They have it in brass, copper. They have it in every fucking thing. They have it in different steels. But the regular Elementum liner lock is just a damn good knife. The geometry is really good. Great geometry, especially for that size knife. It's a small knife, like a 3-inch blade. So the geometry with the handle makes sense. The whole thing makes sense. Fantastic blade shape. Just a great knife. Monterey Bay knives are amazing. Go check out the XLC. I actually did. I had it on the channel. I know he doesn't even cut, but he does know his action pretty good. That's one thing. Well, kind of. He kind of knows his action. I'll give him a little. He kind of knows his action. He's a little weak on the detents, but he kind of knows his action. Best gift knife for me is a QSP Penguin. QSP Penguin's another good one. That's a good knife for sure. Happy New Year from North Carolina. Salute to you. Happy New Year, man. Can't wait to get my wee Elementum on Tuesday, giving away the Civivi I have right now. Awesome. Awesome. Great gift knife. Still waiting for Lefty to do a review on an SE6 and then try to install skip bearings. That's some funny shit. That's hilarious. I gave my leak to Neeves red scales with the black. That's hilarious. Do you know that literally the exact same one was the first knife I got my little brother was the leak with the red and the black stonewash. You know why though? Is because my brother, especially at the time, was really into black and red, so it was just perfect. He was into black and red. I knew I was going to give him a leak, and they had a black and red one. It worked out perfect. Integral art piece. I pre-ordered the unicorn horn and kryptonite blade elementum. Nice. That's a good one too. That's the good one. Unicorn horn, absolutely, absolutely. That one comes with powers, I heard too. I only accept full custom knives as gifts. Imagine. I bet the people are lining up. Hey, bud, we were actually talking about you a little bit ago at the beginning, but shout out to Pocket Knife Reviews. He just started a channel. That is Shane right there, and he does have a fresh channel that he just started. Go and check his channel out. He has an awesome perspective about things, and he's just now starting, so go give him some love. Awesome dude in the community, man. QSP Gannon is also impressive for a dress knife. Comes in just over $100. QSP does a lot of good things though. I like QSP. I've been looking at the Gannon too. Looks very solid. The only thing I haven't tried really, well, I can't say that because I have tried some of their OEM work, but I'm interested in trying one of QSP's high-end knives, one of their premium models from them, meaning their designs. But I've tried, like, obviously I've tried like the EMP EDC. That one was done by QSP. I've tried a bunch of their stuff from other makers, so their OEM work, and they do amazing OEM work. So it makes me very interested in some of their premium models. Like, damn, like if they do this good at work, shit, I need to try some more of their stuff. I gifted a Spyderco cat to my brother like 8 years ago, and it's still going strong. He beats the piss out of it. Tune it up for him a couple times a year. That's what's up. That's what you got to do. If you're going to give somebody, like, if you're the knife guy and you're giving somebody a knife and it's like their first knife or whatever, you should help them maintain it. Like my nephews, I got my nephew some knives, and when over the New Year yesterday, I actually brought my field sharpener with so that I could, because I knew he was going to need a new sharpening. He only had it a couple days too. I already knew it. He's my nephew, right? So I brought the sharpener, and I also was teaching him how to sharpen while I was there. Damn it, Breeze! I try so hard to love you. Oh, that's funny. I find myself carrying my Open L number 8 more than anything. Really? Thought you were just doing customs. I don't know about you. The custom Open-L, right? A custom Open-L. I get it. I get it. I honestly don't like Open-Ls. I know everybody loves the damn Open-Ls. I don't like them. I hate them. I think not only are they ugly as shit, but they look so weak. And I'm sure they're really cool. Don't get me wrong. I bet you they're like the best cutters ever. If you're cutting very lightweight stuff, different perspective, right? Other perspectives I can imagine, and I totally understand the Open-L thing. I like fast deploying knives. My boys got me a Spyderco UKPK for Christmas. Coolest damn knife, I swear. I sent them a list of sub 100 knives, and that's what they landed on. I couldn't be happier. Nice. That's awesome. Hell yeah. That's really awesome. Did you see? Wait, did you need to sharpen? I will. I will need to. I'll make sure when I send it out, it has a fresh edge. I've been using it, and right now, it needs a tune-up right now is what it needs. It doesn't necessarily need a full sharpening right at the moment, but it definitely needs a tune-up. I can feel there's a little bit of a burr on one side, so the very tip of the apex is like just curling a little bit. So a little hit on the strap would straighten it out right now, but by the time I'm done, it will definitely need an edge. Not saying I'm beating the shit out of it or anything, but when I send it out, I'll make sure I send it out with a fresh edge. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I feel the same way. So I like old school knives, but that one is just too simple for me. It's just way too. And I understand simple knives. I get it, but I just that one's just not my cup of tea. Right? Not my cup of tea. But I get it though. I do get it. My missus liked the Extrema Ratio BF1 and wanted something smaller. Got her the BFO, the big fucking open L, I'm guessing, and she loves it. Tried getting her with the James Brand Redford, but it seems cheap in comparison. I don't know what that BFO is. I'm sorry. There's my mama. Happy New Year, Mom. Japanese dope? What? Japanese dope. Is that a rock stud? Like I'm in the streets of Japan. Bro, you got a rock stud. Let's check out a rock stud really quick. Uh, Dan Saturmo, I don't need an open L to cut the cheese. Just pull my finger and find. All right, we're going to pull out some knives. Just bought the Worksharp Elite Sharpener and love it. I vastly improved a cheap folder I got from the NRA as a gift, and now it's shaving sharp. What do you think about that sharpening system? I like it a lot. I've actually made lots of videos on it, but I will say that I think getting the aftermarket attachments is a must. Not a must. Not a must. Let me be clear. If you're only sharpening like a knife a month, if it's just, tuning stuff up here and there, you're good. You got a great system. But if you're planning on doing some long-term sharpening and really sharpening knives, like, maybe a couple a week or something like that, multiple knives a week, you got to get some of the aftermarket parts. Those stones will wear out pretty quick. Yes, you can replace them and you can go that route, right? That's fine. But you can buy one attachment and then get good stones. And you can get really good quality stones for that system. And you can continue to buy whatever stones you want if you have the aftermarket stone holder. Now, if you're happy with the stones you have, the one thing I would highly recommend, and you don't have to buy one, you can make one, a brace for the clamp. The clamp tends to rock a little bit, and the more you use it, the more it will do that. But if you get a brace to go up underneath it, watch my work sharp attachment video, you'll see. Robert says, I love the channel. Just found a St. Nick's shaman. The 4V is hard to sharpen on the Worksharp Elite. I'm about to order all the attachments and get better stones. Yes, you don't have to get the Neeves stones, by the way. You can get just some regular diamond plates, because the regular diamond plates you get a very coarse diamond plate. Start off with a very coarse diamond plate. Then you can get other stones or you can get more diamond plates. But you will find that because it's 4-inch stones, you want about the most aggressive you can get. That's why I highly, highly, highly recommend the coarsest little diamond plate you can find to reprofile with. Then whatever stones you want after that. You can get Neeves stones or you can get regular diamond plates. But you'll be way happier. I promise you. It'll be a night and day difference. There's no comparison to getting better diamond plates versus the Worksharp ones. Not that the Worksharp stones are bad. They're just small. They're small and they're not very aggressive. Yeah, they're better than nothing. Yes, you can use it. Yes, you can make it perfect. But by having better stones, you make it faster. So in return, it's better quality. Now, for a little. Did you guys hear that? You guys probably didn't hear it as good as I did, but let's do it again. A Rockstead shoe. What is a Rockstead shoe? Well, a Rockstead shoe is a button lock Japanese Rockstead in ZDP 189 with a HRC of around 70. Around 70 HRC. Do you guys know how fucking hard that is? You know, you can start cutting glass at around 66.7 HRC. And this steel is heat treated right around there. So basically this steel is like glass, but in a very good way. So now ZDP 189 would normally be like a mid-grade steel, but it has the abilities to be heat treated to an extreme HRC. Now, when it's heat treated to the extreme, the edge retention is insane. You can actually go on Rockstead's website and watch them cut like an insane amount of rope. Like I think 1,000 cuts of rope before it would stop shaving phone book paper. Now this one, I'm not sure if this is, I know it's a factory edge, but I'm not sure if it was used at all or anything. I don't think so. There's not a scratch in the blade. The blade looks perfect. And it is very sharp. So you want to be careful with it. But it doesn't have a ton of bite to the edge. I've felt other ones with a little bit more bite, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, this thing, it's damn sharp. Don't get me wrong. It's still very sharp. But you have a lifetime sharpening and blade grinding. So I think like if it gets scratches and stuff, they'll fix it. You just have to mail it to Japan, which I have no idea how much that costs. Maybe I'll try it with mine one day, but I'm sure it's, you know, it's probably not cheap, but it's probably well worth it because they'll tune it up. And this is an amazing knife that we are giving away. I'm sure all of you guys know that. But in order to win this beautiful, beautiful knife, shout out to Mr. Amazing, by the way, for making all this happen, man. Talk about an incredible person. To just so, yeah, it's hard for me to even talk when I speak about him because it's like the kindness is like never ending. It's such an amazing thing. Next, we have the Hinder XM18 with the Bowie blade, full titanium with the Battle Horse scale. Stupid smooth, brand new, still with a fresh factory edge. And it is on the tri-way pivot. 20 CV. The detent on this is really nice too, like very nice. This is how you'd want your detent to show up, because you can perfectly spidey flick it, and the flipper tab is good to use because when they have really strong detents, that the flipper tab feels really sharp. So this one's not bad at all. Really good. And it's nice and centered. And you got the tri-weight stuff in. That Shuro-Goroff is one I would want the most. Well, let's talk about the Shuro then. Oh, we already did that one. Then we have the Shuro-Goroff FRNS with the purple fat carbon and a purple titanium backspacer and pocket clip. Such an amazing knife. The action is insane. The most comfortable knife I've ever felt in my life was the Shuro-Goroff F3R, and this is the F3NS. So basically the exact same. They just have a couple little differences. Like there's a couple little jimpings right here and right here that's not on the F3R. And then there's like a couple other little tiny details, but they're basically the exact same. And yeah, so comfortable in the hand. And these clips work so good. This is like the best clip ever. I've even heard other people say that too, but it is. It's so true. It's such a damn good clip. Hangs on nice and tight, but it goes in and out really smooth. It has that perfect amount of tension that you want, where you feel it, going in and out of the pocket, but it doesn't snag. Awesome knife. Hell yeah, grill knife with that purple. Yeah, buddy. Yes, it is definitely expensive. There's around, what is it? Probably about $3,000 in knives here, guys. Possibly even a little more, especially if you talk about the secondary market. Can you force patina 154C? Yeah. Yeah. You just use Wink's Rust Remover. You can use mustard too. You can use just about anything. You can use a bunch of different things, but I personally use etch and just etch it. You got it. You got it. But that shout out to Mr. Amazing, man. He's the one that's definitely made this happen. And also, don't forget, guys, we got the Patreon giveaway too, which is fucking awesome. We got a custom knife there. Around it's worth about brand new. It's like a $500 knife. This one's a little used, and we're getting the lock face carbonized, but still a damn good knife. Even on the secondary market, it's still probably going to be like a $350 knife. And they're not easy to get. So awesome, awesome knife, and nice deep hollow ground blade. They call it a Warncliffe Gent. It's not a gent knife. It's a badass knife. But we got that going to one of the patron members, and a custom knife factory MPAT. My clip somehow got stuck in the fabric of the recliner. I've had that happen. I tried to get up and the recliner attempted to follow. Awkward, and what the fuck. I've had that shit happen too. I've definitely had that happen. I've had a bunch of different things with clips happen. That's why certain clips, they do work out better than others, because some, they get attracted to things. Yo, Neeves. What's up, big perm? How did you patina your copper bolsters on that Kaiser? Oh, you use, watch my video. Watch if you want to know for sure. And you want to see step by step how I did it. My Kaiser Deviant video, the Kaiser Deviant review. In that video, I show step by step how I did it. It's very simple. You just need two things. You need ammonia and rock salt. Ammonia and rock salt. A container and some paper towels. It's so simple. It'll be the easiest thing you've ever done. You don't have to clean the surface of the copper, but you might want to. So the cleaner you get it, what'll happen is when the patina goes on there, the brighter the areas that don't patina will be. So if you want some bright copper areas, then you might want to like really buff it or anything. Clean it really good, the copper beforehand. Make it as shiny as possible. Now, the one thing I did not do in that video, which I do recommend, is, and I actually did a picture in the video, so it'll show you in that video the exact stuff to get. But you want to get a sealer. So after you're done, you can seal it, and it will stay that exact way. The bright blues will stay that way. Now, if you don't seal it, it will continue to patina over time. So the very bright blues that come out will turn like a green. It'll still look good. I mean, it still looks damn good. But the bright blues will continue to age over time, unless if you seal it with the sealer. But I do show the exact sealer to use in that video. And here is the video. Thank you, Seems Logical, right there. There it is. So if you click on that video right there, you can watch it. If you click on it right now, you can stay here and watch this, and then after we're done, you can watch that video, or you can go watch that video right now, and it'll teach you exactly step by step. It's quick too. Like, it's not like I sit there and make a 20-minute video on how to do it. I just tell you exactly what I did, how long it took, blah, blah, blah. Not a problem, bud. Not a problem. Canada's in here? No. Did you guys hear what I said? Tell me you guys heard what I said. Fucking Canada. Of course they're going to show up on New Year's. They're trying to ruin us. All right, so I'm going to show you guys a couple things that I actually got from Hawaii Knife and Gear. So Hawaii, oh man, Kara's got her thing. Did I grab it? I didn't grab it. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys a couple things really quick. So it was brief. All right, so Chris Wolf, what's up, man? Jared, the video is 22 minutes long. Are you sure you don't take 20 minutes to explain how simple it is? I promise I don't. Fast forward to you'll see when I start talking about it. Just fast forward to that point. But I do. I spend about 5 minutes talking about it, if that. Anyways, smart ass. Um, Hawaii Knife and Gear. Shout out to Hawaii Knife and Gear. He sent me this amazing little multi-tool made out of koa wood and a piece of seashell. This is seamless. You wouldn't even think anything was on there. It's on the, it looks like it's on the top, but it's on the inside. Now, this is a little money clip multi-tool. So you can put money in it, and then it's got a little blade and a little file slash picker. But it is a good little file too. And money clip. So badass. Next, he got Kara a little tiny Victorinox with the same koa wood and the same little inlay in it. Beautiful inlay. But then, to top it all off, we got a set of koa wood knuckles, which these things are so damn light. It's insane how light these things are. And they're extra hard. So really nice set. Now, I have punched a couple things just to try them out. I do think my pinky would get hurt pretty bad, but then again, I don't know. They're really nice though, and I do appreciate him sending me those. All right, Talica. Good night, brother. Take it easy, man. I know. I love the Nux too. They're so light, man. If you feel how light this wood is, I know wood can be light, but man, this stuff is on another level of light. Like, it's almost like if, aside from feeling it in your hand, you don't even know anything's in your hand. It's that light. Where are you from, Chris Wolf? Northern Cali. Work in Oregon, though, so technically live in Oregon more. Gorgeous customs. They look old school. $7 a gallon of gas. Holy shit. No wonder you guys need money clips. I've got a few. Wait. I've asked a few this. My pops shit himself at the pew pew range and cut his undies with an old timer. Any suggestions on better underwear cutting knife? What's a better underwear cutting knife? So just in case if you shit yourself, if you need to cut the underwear off of you so you don't smear it down your legs when you're taking off your underwear, is that the question? I would say probably a Finch harvester. And I say that because you can probably get the underwear off of yourself without stabbing yourself, you know, or something with a spay point. Since spay points were made for spaying animals to prevent yourself from cutting them. Okay, did Hawaii say exactly what wood gets used for that? I imagine it's some kind of dense ironwood. No, it's koa wood. It's koa wood only grows in Hawaii. So I think there's different kinds of koa wood, but I think this specific kind of koa wood only grows in Hawaii. It's a Hawaii wood. So that's what he's mostly using on stuff. And it's a beautiful wood. Seeing it in person, the camera doesn't do it justice. Even when I've seen it on his channels and stuff, it plays with the light. It really does. And I know he spoke about it a lot, but like, if I sit here and rock it back and forth, it still won't do it justice. But it's beautiful wood. Tiger stripes come out in one angle, and then if I turn it a little bit more, the tiger stripes are like they kind of go away. Like it's beautiful. The wood is so beautiful, and you just kind of got to move it around a little bit, and it's like it changes. It's gorgeous shit, man. Fucking shit, man. My jewels are sucking right now. He should switch to Megadeth. Okay. I ordered those Worksharp 3D printed accessories. Nice, nice, yeah, for sure. Like I said, I highly recommend the little brace for the arm and the stone holder. That's like the two most important things. There's a few other things there like that you'd want to get, like if you want to sharpen chisels or scissors and things like that. But if you're only concentrating on knives, those are the two parts I highly recommend. Now, if you're doing heavy knives, then I do recommend getting the table brace, or if you just don't want to hold on to it. I don't mind holding the back of it so much, but if you have the table brace, the thing that literally you slip it into to hold onto a table, you don't need to hang on to the thing no more. Now you can just take the stone and you can leave this arm free. But I still tend to just out of habit hold the machine. Are you sure that was on the Kaiser Deviant? Or the man Ganas Gracios was just saying, no, it was for sure on the Kaiser Deviant video, because that's the one I did, was the Kaiser Deviant. The Kaiser Deviant with the micarta and copper scales. You know what? I'll even tell you the time frame of when it starts, because I'm that guy. I'm that guy that wants to help. So let's see how fast Google comes up with my video. Bang! Man, Google's got me on. All right. All right. Now I'm going to fast forward to when I do it. It's after the sharpening, obviously. It starts. Oh, right there. It starts at 16, 17. You should probably start watching at 17 minutes. I start basically talking about it like 16:30, but right at 17 is when I get into the chemicals and stuff. But at 16 minutes and 30 seconds, I start talking about it. 16 minutes and 46 seconds is when I literally start talking about it. Bang. I like copper patina. I literally, especially now that I got this this Schmitty coming, since I got this little gal coming, not the girl, but the EDC organizer, since I have that coming, man, I'm probably gonna, because I got my, oh, it's not right here. I got my copper Olight, and I'm probably gonna get a couple more copper things, because man, copper and leather and micarta look so good together, especially if you patina it. So it makes me want to get some more copper stuff. I got three other things right now I can patina that I'm gonna do probably. And yeah, they're gonna look badass. I'm gonna have a bunch of copper shit. I'm gonna have some really cool Instagram photos. I look at all these things as tools, right? But I can't help but want to look at them as a little bit of swag too. I like the way things look. I like the mechanics of things. I like the way things look. I like the textures. I like the little fine details. I like the colors. I like certain materials. Like, I'm a titanium whore. I love titanium. I love all different kinds of steels. I like different grinds. I love all that stuff. So to me, I don't mind having a tool that I not only use and am willing to do whatever with look good. That doesn't bother me. I like it. So I don't mind swapping scales, switching this, patinaing this, buying hardware here for something I'm going to beat on. Fuck it. I love it. Zach, what's up, man? Haircut looks good. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 5 bones. Thank you, Zach. You guys better be subbed to Zach. I know you guys already are, but I gotta mention it again. Get your asses over there and subscribe to his channel. No. Don't subscribe to his channel. Get over there and watch some of his videos and then subscribe to his channel. We don't want YouTube thinking you guys are fucking bots like they did with everybody else. How long is that blade in your hand? 4.7 inches. It's almost a 5-inch knife. It's a big boy. Yeah, this is a big one. This is a Russian knife. This is the Dagger Condor. Very snappy. Good detent on it. But yeah, it's a long blade. The jimping's really nice. So in this grip, you're very much locked in. The choil, not so good. I just posted a video about it today if you want to check it out. But it is, oh yeah, and it's got the screaming clip. Anyways, it's got a clip and it looks like it's screaming and the screws look like eyes. But this is like a self-defense knife. Yes, you could use it for just about anything. You could use it for EDC. But it's just a little bit overboard for EDC. Just a little bit though. So since it's only a little bit overboard for EDC, you could definitely use it for whatever, right? But you can tell this thing's primary thing is to, is to use as a self-defense knife. You could just tell. Get it in hand and you're like, yeah, this thing was made to stab something. Plus the blade shape too. Like, look at that blade shape. That blade shape just wants to stick something. So, but the action's really good. Pretty solid too. I saw you ate the Russian chocolate. Yeah, I know. I know. Putin wants to know your feelings on America now. Well, let me just say this, okay? I ate it knowing that I was possibly eating anthrax. So that's my feelings. I ate it knowing I was possibly going to be poisoned. Happy New Year's. Thank you, Jamie. Happy New Year's to you. It's all right. It's all right. That clip looks like a Pena clip? Like a Pena clip? No, not like a Pena clip. This guy? I think I kind of like it. I don't mind it. I don't mind sometimes. Like, I wouldn't want stupid shit like this. Nuts. Let me take that back. I wouldn't mind crazy stuff like this on or I wouldn't want crazy stuff like this on every knife, but I don't mind like one brand like just having like kind of like what's that other company that damn it, I can't. Riet does their knives. I can't even think of it now. They got the skull clip. Chavez knives, I think those are cool. I don't mind it. I like it because when I see it, I know right away that's a Chavez. And then this one, I know right away that's a dagger, right? That's a dagger. I know that. And it's cool when you get like the red screws in there. So then they have red eyes. You could almost use this as a bottle opener too. I didn't even think about that, but I bet you could. I guarantee I could. EDC's nuts. Hey, Jared, when sharpening VG10, would you recommend reading this comment slowly, only to realize I just wanted to get you to say D's nuts? Well, joke's on you, because I love saying EDC's nuts and these nuts. Oh, I'm sorry. Happy New Year. I hope it's a phosphorus, healthy and joy-filled year for you and your family, brother. Thank you. Thank you. It's hilarious. I thought it was stropping compound. Before I opened it, I thought it was stropping compound. Why would they send me a chocolate? So when I seen the chocolate, I was like, oh, thanks for the treat. But I thought it was stropping compound. So you can imagine my surprise when it was chocolate. Oh, you are right, Jared. It is Chavez that had the nice skull clip. Yeah, Chavez. Their skull clips are cool though too. Thing is though, this is steel. Theirs are titanium, so it is a little bit more premium materials. But I like it. I don't mind it. That chocolate was actually from Chernobyl in Ukraine. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. Got him. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it for sure. I mean, that literally, that was my thought. Right after I shoved it in my mouth, I started thinking but the only things that went through my head was, how much does Russia hate the United States? Like, let's weigh these options here. Like, should I eat the other half? Radiation is good for skin. Ukraine is about to be a Russian again real soon. Same difference. Oh shit. Everyone here, and I mean everyone, buys from China. It's what it is. We're all hypocrites if you dog on China-made knives. Where was your plastic wastebasket in your bathroom made? Toothbrush, etc. Facts. Facts. For sure. Now, if we want to argue about that, then what we should be arguing is about the United States doing more and stop sending all our not business, but businesses over there. If we had more businesses here, just like even in the knife world, think about this. Just put it this way. Do you know of a USA made knife company that doesn't sell their knives? Do you know of a USA made knife company that's doing bad? No, you don't. If there's a USA made knife company, they're doing pretty damn good because they sell their shit. People want the USA made knives. Same would go for just about anything else. If we provide it and do it, we will buy. How does that saying go? If you build it, they will come. But when everything is getting sent over there, you're leaving us no choice. Granted, there's always going to be some people that want to save some money and will buy overseas before they buy your product. So it's on you to make sure your product is so damn good that they want to buy it, right? They don't mind spending the extra few bucks to get it. Gerber sucks, but they don't have no problem selling knives. Fucking any guy who fucking walks through a hardware store wanting a knife will tell you that, because that's, anybody who buys knives from a hardware store is what I meant to say. I don't buy Gerbers, but people do. I mean, ask Bear Grylls. I agree, Malone. We need to do better as a country. Facts. We do. I actually talked all about this on Knife Junkie a little bit, and then I thought about it afterwards. If I start thinking, because I try not to think like this, but I started thinking, like, did I say something out of line? Because I started thinking, like, was I dogging on USA made knife companies? And I didn't feel like I was, but I thought about it afterwards, and I haven't re-listened to it. So if I listen to it, I might not like what I said. I hope it wasn't like that. I really hope I didn't come off that way, because I wasn't trying to dog on USA made knife companies at all. I was trying to actually just say that I would love to see them do better. I would love to see them do some of the things that the overseas companies are doing. I would love to see them reaching out to channels in the community and, being involved and doing their best to make more products and do OEM work. And I want to see more from the US. I would just love to. So bad. So I want nothing more. Like, I'm very patriotic. I want nothing more. And just like anybody else who's in here that's not from the United States, I'm sure you'd want to see the same thing from your country. That being said, I don't mind buying knives from overseas, and I don't mind seeing people buy knives from overseas, but I believe that we still have to have a balance, right? We don't want to just do all overseas, right? Should we do all USA? I don't care about that. That's okay to me. But but I don't want it to all be overseas. But I want it to be a happy balance. One thing I definitely don't want is mostly overseas. Now, I understand they make most of the knives, so that's almost near impossible. They make 80% of all the knives on the entire planet. 80%. So it's very difficult to see the majority of the knives be from the United States. But I would at least like to see them leading the pack for the United States as far as it goes. But, I mean, we do need to do better. We need to do better, and I know a lot of it, and trust me, guys, I know a lot of it is policies. I know a lot of it is business and government and this and that, and sending jobs and companies overseas and making it very tough for us to get materials and products. I get it. Trust me, I get it. And that's the part that I think we need to do better on. Yes, the K320 is badass. Who contours titanium scales? Anyone have suggestion. I mean, I contour them sometimes. Just depends. You can go to Knife Modders, Richie B, and Lindy Lou. It depends on what you want done. But I mean, I contour scales all the time and blades and stuff. Oh, you just got one? Just got my K320. Hell yeah. Yeah, no, this thing is pretty sweet. Is the action mushy? Yeah, I mean, it's Hogue action, so it's not like it's an axis lock. That's it. It's an axis lock. So the axis lock is going to be, you know, a little mushy, but once you flick it, I know it didn't look that good, and get used to it, this thing does get buttery smooth. I do still think that the thumb roll is the best way to deploy this. It's the most satisfying, if that makes sense. Yes, you can Spidey flick it, but it doesn't have a detent, so it's not as satisfying as like a Spyderco or something. And you can thumb flick it. Now, if the hole was a little bit bigger, you'd have a little bit more leverage to the Spidey flick, but it's still good. Like, I don't want to make it seem like it's bad. Like, it's really good. And it's super comfortable in the hand. Cuts really good. Mine came with a really good edge. I can't speak for anybody else's, but mine came with a damn good edge. The auto, I know you're not a fan, but is badass snap. Yeah, I bet it is. I'm not a huge fan of autos because I personally like being able to close my knives with no resistance. So, and I find with autos, I obviously have to close them two-handed, so I don't want to have to do that. Thoughts on the Oz Roosevelt? I love the Roosevelt. The Roosevelt, best detent ever for reverse flicking. Probably the best reverse flicking knife you can find. Yeah, it's an amazing knife. Not a full-size knife, not a tiny knife, but small knife, small to medium, but great knife. I love that knife. But I will say, though, man, this thing for the Spidey flick is also really good. This thing is so badass. I love this knife. I love it. I would love, and I know it doesn't make sense to you idiots right now because of the way it is, but I would love to see this in a spear point. I know that doesn't make any sense. I don't care. Make it make sense to you. Just a nice spear point blade. Ooh. Or even a sheep's foot blade that where the tip went up just slightly more. So there was a little bit more, but so you could actually stab it into something if you wanted to. So, ooh, man, would that be nice. Listen to this thing. This thing sounds so good. Mostly folders and a bit of everything. Who's the... Wait. Thank you for the donation. What's the Medford Ask Knife thing they're doing? That is a... It's basically a multi-tool. It's got a couple blades on it. They're going to be providing more. Yes, this is the titanium sheepdog that's going to be coming out. This is a prototype. Well, it's not really a prototype. It's like the first model, but they're going to be doing these runs of these in January, so this month. So watch out for these. The titanium non-flipper sheepdog S35VN titanium badassery. Now, yes, the Ask Knives are made by Medford, and they are doing basically a USA-made multi-tool where they're going to have different versions. Like right now, they just did some. So everything they made is already pre-ordered and sold, but they're going to have more and more batches of them, and they're talking about making other tools to put in them and also different versions. So like, say, a sailor's version, a whatever version of this version of that version eventually, right? So I talked to Greg about coming on the channel and doing a live with me, and he says he would. So I got his number and everything, and I'm going to talk to him. I wanted to wait till after the holidays, so I'm going to probably call him this week or something and see if we can't set something up for him to come on, and we'll talk all about it. We'll get some more information on it. 31 what? 31 Seb, worth it? Just wondering. I've been debating it for some time. I don't know what that means. 31 what? 31 Seb? I don't know what that means. Let's, motherfucker. Jamie Lee says, let's hope they can put them out at an affordable price. I would have a hard time spending $500 on a multi-tool. I think, do you guys remember the price? I think it was $280 for them. I think it was $280 for them or something, $250 or something like that. Maybe it was, yeah, it was something like that. I don't remember the exact price, but I think it was around $250, $300. Just got that one as well from Amazon. Sheepdog in titanium with thumb hole. Been flicking it all day. There's no way, brother. No way. This thing? No, you shouldn't be able to get these yet. I got this directly from Kaiser, and they said that they won't be done with any of them until the middle or end of January. So I'm not sure. In titanium. Sheepdog in titanium with thumb hole. I don't know if you do, unless if you got a knockoff, or somebody made one and did a flipper tab delete. But maybe they do have a couple for sale in there. I didn't think they did. I think you might have got ripped. It's carrying yellow. She's doing something. I got her the VR set, so she's in another dimension. Brace will need ice and whiskey. Hold my drink. Mean Sabenza. Oh, well. So does Sabenza. Anyone here carry a Medford Daily? Yeah. I was carrying the other day the M48, but usually my daily is this one. My Slim MIDI. I love to carry it in my EDC organizer, and now I'm going to be able to carry it in my new Tale of Knives EDC organizer thanks to Talica. But yeah, this thing's awesome. I love this knife. Love it, love it, love it. Yes, there's some things I would love to see improved, but I don't give a shit. I still love it. Love it. Listen to this sound. That sounds so good. Very smooth on its bearings. Thumb flick. Nice hollow grind. Very thin blade stock. This nice detent on the M48. Nice and clean break. The one thing I would say that I would like to see improved on this is the same thing I want to see improved on all the Medfords. And I know you guys are thinking the choil right now, but it's not, even though that's another part I'd like to see tuned up. But it's the access to the lock bar, man. I don't know why he hates having access to the lock bar. And I know when you watch him, he always does this. That's why he doesn't really care. He doesn't do it with his thumb. Every time I see him unlock it, it's always like this. So that's probably why he doesn't care, because that's how he unlocks his knife. But I like to do it with my thumb. So I want access. But good knife either way, and you could always easily modify it and put a cutout if you wanted, or just unlock it like he does. Anyone? Oh, I already read that. Think the ask is like 250. Yeah, that's what I thought. 250 to 280 and dropping in late January, but they're already taken, I think. I think they're already pre-ordered. He said that if I wanted to get one, he said I'd have to wait till. This is just what he said a couple weeks ago, so things might have changed. But a couple weeks ago, he said I might have to wait till the third quarter of 2022. But that was for him to send me one, so that wasn't me like just buying one outright. But I feel like he would have just told me, like, listen, just so you know, you can get one next quarter or something. But the first batch, he said they're all taken. So I don't know. I could be wrong. He might have just said that it could have been a couple weeks ago and things have changed, because things do change by the week. That sheepdog is on Amazon right now by Mojave. Oh, no shit. Cool. They did say it was going to be available in January, but you know what? I'm thinking of the beg lighter. The bag lighter was the one they said in late January. Did they have the titanium frag pattern bag lighter? Because they said that one should be in the mid-January. See if they have it available. Well, not like for sale right now, but on their site for January. Because sometimes they'll have it on the site and it'll just say not available or something, or coming soon. But that's awesome. You guys should be getting it. I'm going to make a video on it now. I was actually holding back because I thought it was going to be a couple weeks till they got this over. Fucking badass. You guys should be getting these. Check your Instagram messages. All right, I will. Yo, when is the giveaway? Well, are you even subbed to all the channels? That's the first question. Should you even be asking? Because I'm pretty sure that you were one of the bots that subbed to all the channels but didn't look at any of the videos. Awesome. Yeah, it is on there. And you guys could use my 15% discount code on this. Think about it. You guys could be getting some monies, or 10% discount code. I'm sorry, 10%. Order within 2 hours and 21 minutes. You got a free delivery. You'll have it by Tuesday, January 4th. You guys are dumb tonight. Get that, especially with 10% off. If I could get it under 200 bucks, it's a good one. I'll tell you that. It's a damn good one. And if you are a lefty, it does not let the clip go over to the right or to the left side, but the clip works out perfect for you to put your thumb on. So, I mean, it's real easy for you to reverse flick. I have zero issues. I'm always flicking this left-handed, so I don't see anybody having. Lefty, I don't think would have a problem with it. And he's like the pickiest left-handed person I've ever seen, so I think he'd be okay with it too. Right-handed, it's just a beast. But yeah, I'm sorry, Dirdoy. In about a week, week and a half, I'm gonna do the video for you guys to enter into the giveaway. But all week I'm gonna be talking about it, because you gotta know that in order for you to qualify, you have to go and check those channels out. You cannot just follow their video or their site or their channel. If you only follow their channel and you don't watch a video, YouTube's going to think you're a bot and they will unsubscribe you. It's a protocol that YouTube started using in order to stop all the bots, because people are selling subscribers. So like, people are making these fake bots, as you know, to go and subscribe to people. And what happens is the people have like 10,000 followers, but get 5 views a month, because they're not real. It's all bots. Bots can't watch the videos. They can't like the videos. They can't comment on the videos. But guess what they can do? They can subscribe. So YouTube's protocol stops that by, you know, it's like a safeguard where if you subscribe to a channel that you've never even watched a video on, well, YouTube's going to stop you. It'll take your sub away, because think about it. Who the fuck subscribes to a channel they've never even seen a video on? Nobody. At the very least, you watch a video before you subscribe. So if you do that, then your subscription will stay, and then we'll be able to verify. I'm just messing with you guys though. Hey Jared, that Thai sheepdog is on Amazon. Well, how much is it on Amazon? Can you save 10% on Amazon using Neevesknives discount code? No. But you can use my link if I give it to you. Let's see here if I can get one. I'm not sure if I can get one, but I got one for Mojave Outdoors. I know we stopped talking about Bear Grylls 10 minutes ago, but came across a funny picture of the guy. Oh, man, I want to click that so bad. I can't click it right now. Oh, wait, no, I can click it over here. All right, I'm going to check it out. What is your discount code for the 10%? I want to offer that sheet. Well, it's Neevesknives. Neevesknives is the discount code. I'm going to see if I can get it cheaper though for you guys. So hang on 1 second. Don't buy it yet. Because if I can get it for you cheaper here, I'll get you a different link where you guys can save more money. I don't want you guys to spend more than you have to on it, even if it does, you know, help out. Either one will help me out. So, but it might help you out better. Oh, let's see. Sometimes I can get the links on Amazon. Sometimes I can't. Oh, I should have put titanium. What are you doing? She's pissed out there. She's having a good old time. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like I can get it yet. Yeah, she's fucking fighting out there with something. Oh, I got it. I got it. Oh, no. You'll save money by using my discount code. It's the same price on here. So I can get the link though, which is awesome. I'll be able to put it up in some of my videos. This is a damn good knife, man. You guys definitely want to get one of these. If you like the sheepdog, this is the best version yet, in my opinion. I thought the micarta version was the best because I love micarta, but I like titanium a little bit more. So to me, this is the best version. However, for a lefty, the liner lock might be the best version for you, but I don't think this is a problem, lefty. I mean, I'm not left-handed right now, and I don't have no issues doing it. The fuller, though, you don't really, I can use it, but yeah, I guess I can use it. I just never do it because why would I? There's a hole. I love this finger guard, though. This is nice and comfortable. This grip right there. The jimping, I do kind of wish the jimping went all the way up the spine because when I'm in this little pocket, I wish I had jimping right there. But what I really like is when I'm doing little detail work, I can slip my middle finger right around that area. And this little nub right there allows my pointer finger to go to. And now this part, this little hump, pushes right up into my palm, right in the right spot. And like I can do like little tiny detail work or whatever, cutting something out. Because this is, even though it's, it's not a Warncliffe, but this blade shape works great for detail work. And another good thing that I've brought up a lot with the sheepdog, the pinch grip, man. This pinch grip works so good with the sheepdog. Like I have no problems. Just like cutting things out like so perfectly. You can go sideways with it. You can go straight back with it. It works really good. I'm going to show you guys something my nephew and nieces and nephews got me. So this was Takara from my nieces and nephews. Careful, guys. I'm not giving you guys any links, so don't even ask. This is too badass for you guys. Way too badass. I mean, the detent, listen to this. Snappy as all hell. We got the exotic rainbow steel. And we got the heart inlays made out of unicorn shit. We got the beautiful ruby pivot in the center of the rose. Liner lock action. Heavy assist. Super snappy though, I'll give it that, man. And we got the heart reverse flicking holes that don't work, but super snappy. Awesome knife. Oh wait, I forgot to mention. And a clip made out of love. Next, we got, and me and Kara were already throwing the shit out of these. Yes, we were. We have a nice little pack of throwing stars. A little hard to get out of the pack, but we'll get them. Come on. All right, we'll grab a different one. All right. They're a little sharp, so they're a little difficult to get out of the pack. All right. I'll just pull one out right now. But we got some throwing stars. Can I do that? I guess I can't, but got some throwing stars, which are pretty cool. And I was throwing this into some cardboard. A couple of them stick really good. Some of them don't really stick the best, but most of them do. This one's stuck in the pack. some badass little throwing stars. So that was badass. Shout out to my nieces and nephews hooking it up, knowing exactly what Uncle Jared wants. Oh shit, I'm backed up. On Amazon, just check the Kaiser available for 200. Yeah, it's $204. With my discount code, it should be like what 180, so you can save yourself some money. Or maybe a little bit more than 180, like $184 or $182 or something. I don't know, something like that. But you can use my discount code on my Hobby Outdoors. I'll give you guys a link right now to the Amazon one if you guys want it. I don't know how many Mojave got. Most likely the ones on Amazon are from Mojave. Cubo! I did check it. Did I already read that comment or something? All right, I just gotta catch up. I find left-handed frame locks as a right-handed dude. Wait, I find left-handed frame locks as a right-handed dude easier to use. I really find frame locks work better in reverse as my hand does not push against the lock. Starting to look for something. I don't have really too many problems left-handed with knives, but some frame locks you can't spidey flick them unless if you like can not put pressure on the lock bar. Like this one is very difficult for me to do left-handed. I can do it, but like I'm hanging on to the back part of this with my thumb. My thumb wants to naturally lay like this, but I can't do that unless if I curl my thumb up like that, which does make it a little more difficult. Now, I have a lot of knives, though. I have no issues. Like bolster locks, no issue at all, left-handed. Certain knives, like even this one, right? I can do this one with the thumb stud. Oh yeah, just so you guys know, you guys can get, if you guys wanted to get a convict but didn't want it because it's only a one-sided thumb stud, they have actual real thumb studs, not these thumb discs, thumb studs versions coming. If not, they're already there. White Mountain Knives, Knife Center, or something like that. If not all of them, I think it was White Mountain Knives or Knife Center has got them coming, and it's dual-sided regular thumb studs. So just so you guys know, now I got to catch up. With the phone ending 9, it would be cool to see a video on making your own scales using the Ken Onion. Yeah, that might happen actually. White Mountain Spidey Chef already jumped, so I ordered it from Knife Center. White Mountain Spidey Chef? They have that. What, they have a Spidey Chef exclusive? If you have been a subscriber of each channel already for a long time, will the prior videos I watched be counted as watched? What? If you have been a subscriber of each channel already for a long time, will the prior videos I watched be counted as watched? Yes. Yes, it will. If you're already subscribed to those channels, you are, as long as you're subscribed to all of them, that's all that matters. Now, I will warn you, in the next video I do about it, I'm adding one other little video at the end. You don't necessarily have to go follow it or check it out because it wasn't from the start, but I would appreciate if you guys go and check his channel out. He did ask me if I could possibly link his video, and he was cool about it. And just know, I didn't make the list, guys. I didn't make the list, which actually I was happy about, because then I'd have to feel bad about it. It makes it a lot easier if I can put it on, right? If I can put it on him, which is an anonymous guy, then it makes it easier for me because I didn't pick the list, right? If I did pick the list, would it be a little different? Yeah, probably, right? I still love all the channels that are on there, so it probably would have been very similar. Maybe 1, 2 channels maybe swapped differently. Maybe not. I don't know. I didn't make the list, though, and I love everybody's channels. That's the thing. I love so many channels that it would have been so difficult for me to pick 10 channels, because then you're like picking a friend over a friend, and it's like picking a knife over a knife. Like, it fucking sucks. So I was happy that he already had the channels picked out and I didn't have to do anything about that. So I might add one or two to the list just for you guys to go and check out. That's not like a forced thing, you know. But it'd be cool. I like Bear Grylls. Do you really think he uses Gerber? Fuck no. No. Hell no, he doesn't use Gerber. If he uses Gerber, it's because his name's on it. That's the only reason. And I bet you he has I'll bet you he has them. I bet you he's used them on video. But no, I don't. I don't. He got paid a lot of money to have his name on it. I bet you that's not even his design. Maybe it is. Maybe it is his design. I guess I can't say that. It probably is his design, but it's more just his name. And I don't know. It's Jared. It's time to kick the jewel, bro. I want you healthy so you can review knives indefinitely. Well, that's why I started the jewel, was to get more healthy. So, propellant is toxic big time. Yeah, but it's not as toxic as cigarettes. I think he uses Gerber because it's the most common brand in a brick and mortar store. You're right. That's what I think too. It would sell knives if he, wait. It would sell knives if he is shown using it. Right. That's why it was basically like, what is the biggest knife company? If you ask random people a knife company's name, most of them are going to say Gerber, you know, so, or CRKT, maybe CRKT, Kershaw too, but I think more real knife people will mention Kershaw before Gerber, but like just regular like kids and stuff, because you got to think when you go into like Bass Pro Shop, Outdoorsman, Ace Hardwares, anything like that, they have like Gerber posters and things like that, like with a guy looking all crazy with a knife, or Bear Grylls or something. So that's the one thing they have down pat, is their advertising. Gerber's advertising is on point. Their knives, on the other hand, barely have a point. The biggest issues for lefties is the clip. We need it on the other side so we can carry and draw it from our left pocket without losing fingers. I know. And also the one benefit to a righty, you know, when the clip's on the right side, is I can grip the clip when deploying or anything. If you don't have that, it's difficult because you're sliding around, like especially with like Spidey flicking. So sometimes I completely understand, like not having the clip on the side you need it on can be shitty. Amazon/Mojave Outdoors. So Mojave Outdoors, their actual site, is where I can get you the 10% discount code if you use my discount code Neevesknives. On Amazon, I can give you the link, but you're not going to be able to save any money. They have a Mojave Outdoors on Amazon, but I don't have a discount code for their Amazon. I only have a discount code for their Mojave Outdoors site. So if that's the question you're asking. But either way, I can give you guys a link for either one if you guys actually want to use it. If you're just going to go to Mojave Outdoors and get it, use my Neevesknives discount code. You might as well. It'll fucking save you 10% off. Who doesn't want to save 20 bucks? Just ordered the Kaiser Mini Beglighter Frag Tie on Amazon. Oh, they do got them already. Nice, nice. Oh, it's like a pre-order. I see. Right, because they're not, they told me that they would be done with them about the middle of January. So they're probably already listing them. That's all they're doing. They're not ready yet. Just FYI. You could have just waited till they dropped and then got them right away. But basically what you're doing is pre-ordering it that way. Because it'll take them, what, 3 weeks to get from to there to here. So basically they're saying they'll be done with them at the end of January, like I said earlier. But yeah, that's an awesome knife. I got mine sitting right out there. Sitting right out there, and yeah, that's an awesome knife. I've been using the heck out of that little thing too. I like that little hollow grind. Does anyone know if Mojave Outdoors plans to get more of those Kaiser Roaches in my cart are back in stock, or was that a limited time offer? No, they should have more coming. I just linked some the other day, but that was on Amazon. But they got them on Amazon. You can get one right now. I bet you I can find you one right now. Hang tight, Big Daddy, because I don't want you fucking around and not using my link. Let me make sure that's even available, though, when I click on it. Yeah, it's available. Let me get the link really quick. I'll put it up in the chat for you. Now, this isn't from Mojave Outdoors. This is directly from Kaiser, just FYI. So if you're wanting it directly from Mojave Outdoors to save yourself 10% off, you're not going to get that. Sorry. All right, I'm putting it in the chat right now. As soon as this thing goes away and lets me do this. Bang. Damn, I want that for my daughter. Hey, Jared. Where'd it go? Motherfucker. I hate when I go to read something and it just takes it away from me. I got to read that one since I started it. Former smoker for 20 years. Damn, there's a lot of comments I missed. Holy shit. Looks like I might miss the Hey Jared one. All right. Here it is. No, maybe not. Douglas, they're sold by Mojave Outdoors, but ships from Amazon. So Mojave Out already sent their stock to an Amazon warehouse. Right. If they have an Amazon account. Mojave Outdoors meaning. Well, it looks like I'll have the new type sheepdog on Tuesday. Yeah, no, that will be right away. I'm talking about the beg lighters. The beg lighters aren't going to be done until the end of January. I bet you probably Breeze. It's like watching a dog scoot his ass on a new rug. Okay. Fiend, yes, you are late. Yes, you are, but it's all good, brother. It's all good. You know, sometimes you just got those employers that it's like it's all right if they're late. He's a good one. He's a good one. He's all right. He does enough work. We'll continue the trend and quit it also. We talking about smoking again? I'm working on him already. No nicotine is the best splitting. I am going to quit, guys. Don't worry. I am going to quit. I do plan on quitting. It's just going from you guys don't get it, and I know it's hard to grasp, but kicking multiple drug addictions, including cigarettes and very bad drugs all at once, and then subjecting yourself to just nicotine from a jewel is hard. It's fucking difficult. So I wasn't trying to stop myself from being able to do this. This is the one thing I had. Now eventually I'm going to kick this, but it's a means to an end, right? It's a progression. So the worst thing to do to any type of like addict is to have them kick cold turkey. Do you guys realize that like even rehab centers and things, it's like a 98% failure rate, right? 98% failure rate. Like it's crazy. Almost nobody succeeds. And I've been very successful. So I'm not, like with this, if you take this from me, I'll smoke cigarettes. So to stop myself from smoking cigarettes, I use this. Now I will eventually kick this, but I'm going to, I'll taper myself down from this. Right now, I'm content with this right now, but it is still something that I constantly think about quitting. So it's not like I'm not planning on quitting it. I promise, guys, I am definitely going to quit it. Now I got to catch up because you guys are far away from me. People are more impressed with Bear Grylls because he drinks his own pee. We can definitely agree Juul sucks, especially since the company was sold. Yeah, can't use that link. Amazon won't ship to me probably, but oh, because of New York? Well, fucking order it to my house. I'll ship it to you. Or just let me know. I'll order it and then I'll ship it to you, whatever. If vaping is your biggest health problem, you're doing okay. Thank you. Thank you, Freedom Fox. I appreciate that. You need to, right. I agree with that too. Hell, that's what I'm about to do. Fucking, I'm already planning my escape. It might take me a year or two, but I'm planning the escape. These states are no good, man. I can't. I can't do this state for much longer. I do not like commie states. I want freedom. I want to enjoy freedom and the thought of just nobody in your fucking business, nobody asking you personal questions, and just being able to have the freedom to do what you want, whether it's with your health or whatever, you know. I fucking hate this state now, man, and I want to get out of here as soon as possible. This fucking place sucks, man. Kind of like New York, you know. Fucking get my ass to Florida. Vaping isn't a health problem. Do it at your own pace, Jared. Keep up the good work, dude. Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate that. Thank you. Guess what Bear Grylls had his champagne flute last night? Guess what he had in his champagne flute last night? Anytime you try to break a habit, you got a void in your routine. The trick is to find something to fill the void of your bad habit that is better than the habit you gave up. Right. And that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. Same thing with this, right? This filled the void for the cigarettes. I tried patches, didn't work. Like I've tried other things. I see there's a donation. Give me 1 second. Um, but with everything, I went to something else. With everything, and then that goes to something lighter. You know, you progress. You do. The worst thing to do is kick a habit without replacing it with a more healthier one. That is facts, and that is why 98% of people fail out of rehab because they try to force you into kicking cold turkey. They might give you something to wean down, but they wean you down entirely way too fast. Like way too fast. So you're walking out the door already prepared to fucking to do something. I've never seen a rehab work, to be honest. They're like maybe for rich people that have the ability to stay for like 6 months at a time. Of course that works. Most people can only stay for a week, 3 days. So by the time they're getting out, they're fucking ready. Like, yeah, they've already got their dope dealer on the fucking phone. Thank you for the donation. Glad you're on the right path. Happy and healthy New Year. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And thank you for the 20 bones. 1999. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Happy New Year to you. Just driving there made my stomach churn. Jared, what are your favorite hollow ground knives? That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I have a lot. Sabenza, Civivi Elementum, Slim Midi Marauder. I have a lot, man. I have a ton. Um, I mean, I really like some of the BGM regrinds, so that I don't know if that counts, but I really like some of his hollow regrinds that he does, like on the hinders and stuff. Those are really nice. I do like the Demco 8020s that have the custom regrinds on them. But for like just all out buying knives, Civivi has like the best grinds, the best hollow grinds, even better than most companies. Their grinds are so even and so well done, and then on top of it, they do a good job with their heat treats. So I highly recommend Civivi's grinds. They have the best grinds in the business, without an S. I have been vaping for over 10 years now, no issues. Yeah, my issues definitely came from cigarettes, not vaping. After I started vaping, everything started getting better. Like my stamina, my taste, my smell, lots of things. My health massively improved after vaping. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's healthy. I'm saying it is far better than the alternative, like times 10. Like even my doctor, like remember when I started like getting sober and everything, I did it with a doctor. So like everything was planned and set up. But the thing was is I found an amazing doctor that wasn't trying, never was forcing me to do anything, never like it was all just like what is the best course we can take that you're willing to do and that you are willing that's gonna work, right? Which is the best kind of doctors. Doctors that tell you no and like refuse things even though you might know better, get away from that doctor. Get the fuck away from that doctor because the doctor is supposed to, they're supposed to know things from a certain perspective, but also like you know your body, you know what you're good, you know how you are, you know things about yourself. So, and especially like if you're an addict, you know drugs very well, so you know things, how to take things, what not to take, what to take, what you're good with, what you're not good with, and you usually have a pretty good idea of how you could get sober, right? You usually do, and they usually have protocols that will work. Now, if you have a doctor that's willing to throw the kitchen sink, so to speak, at you to get you off of dope or something, then that's awesome because that's their goal. The goal is the outcome, right? So, and like with the vaping thing, the question was how much better is it than cigarettes? And they came up, I think it was like 95% better. So it being 95% better, that was a great option. Now I know there wasn't as much studies on it as cigarettes, but we know smoke is way worse than vapor, and there's a lot of other poisonous things in there. Yeah, way less bad for sure. Now the reason why some of the bad things started coming from vaping, and people always don't because the news and media will they'll make you believe anything. So what happened was there were some companies that were trying to replicate like these things, right? And they are using vitamin E oil. Vitamin E oil, when put into a vapor and inhaled, is a poison. You can eat vitamin E, rub it on, but you can't inhale it. It's a poison. And for whatever reason, these companies from China or wherever, I don't know if they're from China. I'm guessing they were making not specifically these pods, but you know, vaping pods with out of vitamin E oil, and it was poisonous, and people were dying. Their lungs were like collapsing and shit, and people were like going into the emergency room, and the only thing they did was vape, but it was mostly with THC ones, not nicotine ones. But anyway, so then the news and the media started running with these stories how vaping was killing everybody. And it's like, no, a few people got poisoned by vitamin E oil because it wasn't from a reputable manufacturer. They were buying it online from these weird sites that were selling them really cheap. Anybody could do that with anything, but they didn't say that story. They literally said, and I watched it too, they literally made it seem like these people went into a vaping store and bought the things from a vaping store, and then they did an interview with the guy who ran the vaping store, not telling him, we're about to blame this on you, but we're just going to ask you a few questions about vaping so that we can use you in our video. And then he watched it afterwards and he was pissed. He's like, these fucking guys came, just asking me questions, and then they put me in the video on the news, making it seem like I'm the one who sold the vitamin E oil to some kid. Like, just crazy, but that's the media for you. They got to get them views. You got to get them views. So how do they get you to view? They get you to view off of fear and scare tactics. And it's a psychology, man. If you don't think that they don't have psychologists literally teaching them how to keep people basically like entwined, or not even entwined, but indoctrinated, like they 100% do. I mean, they've been shit, we knew that stuff since like back in the 80s. They were doing that. So imagine what they do now. imagine what they do to psychologically fuck you up, to make you worry, make you watch and pay attention and watch the next one and the thumbnails and what's the most catchiest thing, and they take all these little key phrases that gets people to pay attention and look. And it doesn't matter the story, doesn't matter what they say, doesn't matter how much they lie to you, doesn't matter who they hurt, doesn't matter anything. The only thing that matters is whether or not you're scared, watching, and waiting to hear a solution. Fear sells, 100%. Clicks pay, 100%. Views pay, and then they get upset because their news on TV isn't getting as much views as the internet. So what do? Now they start putting this shit on the internet with, more success. The problem is guess who they have on their back? YouTube. YouTube will push their shit because YouTube loves the media. YouTube loves the leftist narrative because they are that, and that's it's not even an argument. I mean, you can see where they put their money. They put their money literally into all leftist shit, and I don't give a shit if you're leftist or not. I'm just spitting facts, right? Like that's just what they do. So it's just a narrative that they have to up and behold because they want to make money. It's all about money. Got to make that money. And yeah, it's all tied together. It all is, man. It's so crazy. YouTube and Twitter and Facebook are all China pets, right? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. MSM controlled by C blank A. This is slowly being revealed now. Pay attention. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I really like DeSantis, but I don't doubt that it. Flip a coin, man. Flip a coin. To be fair, the leftist narrative is just as borked as the right ones. Yeah, for sure. They both have biases and pull the wool over your eyes. Not much unbiased. No, for sure. They're both the same way. They are 100% both biased. They both have a narrative to push. They're both biased. What I don't like, and this is where, like, it's kind of like the best of which evil, right? With anything, there's always going to be negatives to both sides. Always. I just look at what is the worst of the evils, right? What's the worst of the evils? Would you rather be too hot or too cold, right? And the worst of the one side is like the worst I can think of. The worst of the other side isn't as bad. So that's the way I look at it. Like living in communism isn't as bad as living in 100% freedom where you have to take control of your own shit, which would never be, because even on most of the farthest right, they still have all the government programs and everything. They still want all that stuff. But if you were going to go with like to the farthest of the right, that's what would be. It would be like no government program, shit like that. You'd have to fend for yourself. But yeah, I don't want to go through this, man, because there's going all the way too far to the right, that won't never happen. That's the thing. It is way more likely that we will wind up in a fucking communist country than going all the way to the right. So using the fear tactic, like, and then trying to make it seem like the right is totalitarian, that's not how that works. The left is the totalitarian. They're the ones that like that shit. The rights believe in the freedom. Not, not for the government to take control. They believe you run the government. I can't find Double Edge's donation. I'm sitting here trying to find it on this side. So I'm just going to read it over here. It would be cool to see a video on making your own. Oh, wait. I already read it. I'm sorry. I thought it was a new donation. I'm sorry. My bad. You just got a free fucking bell. Damn it. I don't like to give those things up for nothing. I'm fucking with you guys. You can't vote for anyone nowadays because they're all liars. Yeah, I think some of them have their best. Oh, Zach, he's trying to make up for the bell. Thanks for allowing the shameless giveaway plug. Oh, man. Thank you, Zach. Thank you for the donation, man. You're awesome, man. Thank you. And you guys better be already subbed to Zach. I shouldn't have to say it. No, watching Zach's shit and then subbing. And we got a troll in here by the name of Cue Ball. Thank you, Cue Ball. We need to stay right in the middle. Facts. I 100% agree with that. I can't agree with that more. Not even a tiny bit. I 100% agree with that. The problem is that there's only one side that wants that. There's literally only one side that wants that, and it ain't the left. It ain't the left for damn sure. They want to go as far left as possible. That's why every time you and I'm not trying to talk shit, man. I'm really not. It's this year. It's not like the last couple of years. It's not like it's always been like this. Like I grew up, like that too, a Democrat, a liberal, whatever, but it's changed, man. It's fucking changed. They're not the same as they were. And the people that speak for them have just they got deeper, so they have people controlling them like puppets. And I'm not saying the same thing can't happen to the people on the right, because it absolutely can. It's still the government. Still the government. Just so happens to be right now, it's the ones on the left. But it just is what it is, man. It fucking sucks. I got to get my ass to Florida. That's that's all I'm saying. I just gotta get to Florida, man. I gotta get out of this state. People can't always agree on politics, but we can't all agree on the Boca Mermaid. It's the best night ever. Oh man. Hey, that's so true. That's so true. True. Oh man, that was great. That was great. No, they don't, dude. Really. I don't know what that means, but okay. It's the progressive BS on the far left wing. Very scary. Yes, for sure. Very, very. It's very scary. I actually got into an argument with somebody like a couple weeks ago. Not like a bad argument, but it was definitely an argument. And they I don't know, it wound up to a point to where it was like there's extremes on both sides, and it's like, what's the extreme on the right? Like, I don't really get what is the extreme, like, and I mean like the bad extreme. What would that be? Because you can't say that it would be like a church state, because that's what we separated from when we made the United States, was to take the church out of the state. So you can't say that. It would be pure freedom. That's all it would be. It would mean that you fend and defend yourself. There would still be police, fire, and rescue. You would still have like some forms of like elderly, like, and social security, and probably little things, some things, not probably a lot, but there would be a lot of government programs taken away. The government wouldn't have the ability to spend money like water in every other fucking state, just tossing money. Oh, you want money? You want money? They wouldn't be able to do that. It would be taken away from them. That would be the one thing. But I don't know. Maybe there is a part I'm not thinking of. But the farthest to the left, that's Nazi. That's Hitler. Right? That's what that is. So which one's worse? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me thinking like that, and I'm the dumbass. But that's the way I see it. Jon Stewart was awesome during 9/11. Fun testimony. Painting one side as a very specific boogeyman. Well, no, I don't. I paint both sides as a boogeyman. I'm saying, what's the best of the worst of the evils? What's the worst? You know what I mean? Like, trust me, man. I know fucking both sides suck. I know that. It's the fucking government. I don't trust the government, which side it is. What side is the better option for what I personally want? I can't speak for you. I can't speak for anybody else. If your fucking best option is A, B, and C, then that might be your battle, right? I don't blame anybody for their political beliefs or anything. I don't get it. I don't give a shit. Like, that's me. I believe in freedom. I believe we can both disagree about every single thing and still be best friends, because that's freedom. That's what we fight for. That's what people die for, is for us to be free to do with what we want and still be able to have a conversation. But Only one side agrees with that. So let's be clear about that. Oh shit. They say the KKK. What are you talking about? The KKK was Democrats. The people have been fucking mind twisted to say like that the KKK came from the Democrats. That wasn't the fucking right. The bad extreme on the right is portrayed as the lawless anarchy. Take what you want, do what you want. If you got the power to do it, you just go do it. Other people's needs to be damned. Yeah, I don't know where we've ever seen that. That doesn't even make sense to me. I think that's the fear of the boogeyman right there. Because it'd be like not lawless, because like I said, I don't think any right doesn't agree that there has to be police, fire, rescue, ambulance, hospitals, things like that. Like there's obviously has to be the like man laws, right? Like the God laws. Like if you want to say it like that. I'm just coming up with words right now, but you know, like you can't steal, kill, this, blah, 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 blah. Right. And as long as you don't do those, then we can't condemn you for the other things you do. You have God-given rights. Like people trying to stop freedom of speech right now, right? That's a God-given right. You shouldn't be able to stop that, or what I put in my body, or what I do with my body, or whatever, or where I go, or, you know, where I work, when I work, how I work. Those are all God-given rights. That's why the Constitution was made. But yeah, we got to get off of this, man. I'll start going fucking crazy. I got 106 people in here right now getting really annoyed with me. I don't think there is a positive outcome in trying to achieve fixing the way things are without the worst case scenario. I'd love to be proven wrong. I agree with that. I agree with that. But I don't know. I don't want to say it. Never mind. Oh, sadly, Jamie, the younger generation doesn't think that. I know. Well, they don't. I think people don't realize what freedoms are and how they become where they come from and why they became. You know, it's kind of like, why do you think we'd want freedom of speech? Well, maybe because in other places they weren't able to speak, because they weren't able to do the things that we are, you know, we do so freely. And you don't realize how bad it could be if you stop that, because it's not about if you're on the side that wants, if you want people to stop saying whatever word, name the fucking word that you don't like. That doesn't matter. It's when it's somebody else starts telling you that you can't say the word that you want to say. It's not when it's the word you don't care about or something like that. It's when it becomes, you know, who's in charge, who gets to deem the bad thing, who gets to be in control, right? In support of Boca Mermaid. Let's go, Boca! Anyways, I agree. Let's talk about effing knives. Yeah, I agree. Let's talk about effing knives. No, let's talk about some fucking knives. How about that? What do you guys think about this new Civivi, the Synergy? The Synergy's been around for a while now in a integral form, titanium frame lock integral form. This is the new budget version. I like it, but you know what I'm really upset about though? Is they literally have it written as a hollow grind. This is not a hollow grind. I promise you this is, I put a straight edge on this thing 5 times just to make sure. This is 100% a flat grind. So I don't know why, because the original one was, I don't mind a good Persian. I don't want to make it seem like, because I like all blade shapes for the right thing. Now, I don't like Persians for EDC tasks, but Jamie Lee with the 5 bones. Jared, let's change the subject. What is the knife you are most looking forward to in 2022? I'll get to that in 1 second. I should just show you guys. I'll show you guys. Give me 1 second. This knife, though, this Persian is a little different because it's not too Persian. You know, when they become too Persian, you know, they start taking. I'm just joking. No, when they're too Persian, they raise too far up. So I want a Persian that tapers down this way and then doesn't go up too high so that I can easily do a utility cut like this one. This one's a good style Persian. But the original one, and they have it listed as a hollow grind. I literally thought this was a hollow, and I was excited about it. Then I got it out, and I was like, is that a hollow? And I was like, this can't be a hollow. And I checked it, and sure as shit, it is as flat as it can be. No hollow whatsoever. And it pisses me off. Kind of like the Civivi Element, or no, the Wheat Elementum. All right, I'm going to show you guys a new knife. I can't say this is my top 2022. I'm not going to say that. But I'm pretty excited about it. This is it's supposed to be on its way, or at least within a couple days, but it'll take probably a couple weeks to get here. So don't think I'm going to get it really quick. It will take a little bit to get here, but I'm pretty excited about it. There are a bunch of knives I'm excited about. Why can't I find this? Let me just go like this. All right. I have to click this. No. What the hell? Oh, yeah. Right here. All right. Here she is. Oh, man. This thing is nice. All right. How can I do this without letting you guys... Oh, I know how I can do this. Okay, so I have to go to here. And then messages. I'm trying to stop it. No, I can't do that. How can I stop you guys from seeing other shit? I don't think you guys can see anything, so fuck it. I'm just going to show you. Wait a second. Why is this? Okay. All right, give me 1 second. I just got to tap this and share. Why is this doing this? There we go. Share screen. Chrome tab. Instagram chats. All right, you guys are going to see some of my private messages. But this knife right here. Let me go over here. Let me take it down really quick and pull up a new one, because that's just one little picture of it. I got a bunch of pictures of it, so give me 1 second. So I have, I'll get you one that's opened up really quick. Oh, this thing is so beautiful. All right, check this out. Here's the one side. Now, you're going to be really surprised when you see the other side. This thing. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. I think it looks amazing. Do I need to make it bigger, guys? Can you guys see it pretty good? It's a little blurry. Let me see if I can change this around really quick. How can I make... Let me see this. Maybe I can go like this. It kind of worked. You guys see that? I gotta wait for a second so I catch it up so I can see if you guys see what I did. All right, let me go like this. Take it out really quick. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do that again because I got another knife. I'm gonna show you the other side now. All right, shrink this down. I am not good at this. Why is this like this? Fuck me. There we go. All right, now here's the other side. Don't get too excited because it is badass now. And I don't want to hear how anything was stolen either. Check that out. It's got a little hole, kind of like the Vero knives. I know it's kind of like the Vero knives, but I don't think Vero gets to coin the fucking, the fuller for a reverse flick. And if you look, it's got not even micro, it's pretty heavy milling on the titanium. I'm hoping that he figures out what I keep talking about with the sharpening choils, but I don't think he can grasp exactly what I'm talking about because he doesn't speak the best of English. And I've talked to him about it a bunch of times, and he's really trying to grasp what I'm saying, but it's difficult. Only one side flickable, the reverse flick, yeah, and it's got a front flipper. Sorry, I guess I should have said that. It's a front flipper and a. Let me pull up the other one. It's a front flipper and a. Here we go. 1 second. Bang. A front flipper and a reverse flicker. So, he's going to send it to me. Now, I'm hoping that he did the jimping like the Karaki. If it's like, all right, Zach. Duty calls. Be right back. All right, brother. Not a problem, man. I understand. Heavy duty enough for your lifestyle. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, that is a Miguron. And I'm hoping that he does the jimping just like the Karaki. If he does it just like the Karaki, that knife's going to be fucking amazing, man. Yeah, it's going to be so badass. I do kind of wish there was something on the thumb side, but whatever. I mean, a reverse flick and a front flip, that's cool. Whatever. Jamie Lee, have any knife manufacturers contacted you about a collaboration or YouTube profile image? It would be a cool maker's one. No, but I contacted them, and I'm trying to possibly put a design in the works right now. Obviously, it'll take a while. Everything takes a while, so I got a 3D print coming up soon, and I might talk to somebody about doing some cat, but I don't think I have to. I did talk to one of the knife companies, and I think they'll be able to make adjustments accordingly if we need to. So after I see my 3D printed version, then I'll really be able to tell what I want to do. Oh, okay. I like to have at least 2 ways to open. Well, you got 2 ways. You got the front flipper and the reverse flicker. So it'll be like this, a front flip, and you'll have the reverse flick. Ever tried the Gobi? What is the Gobi? Who makes it? I can't think of it. The Gobi. I use this GD Robbie Von Light more than anything. It gets so fucking hot though. Does it get hot? Well, it's supposed to have. You're not supposed to run it on turbo mode, Breeze. He's probably got it on 650 lumens always. If you know you want to use 650 lumens always, I recommend getting a little bit bigger of a light. Like that's supposed to be like a backup light that's super bright that you don't use turbo mode unless if you need to. And it's supposed to have a cool down mode that goes down to like 100 lumens after 100 seconds. But if you do want like a full size, not even a big light, but just a pocket light that can handle like brightness for a while, I'll hook you up. I'll fucking send you a link. Like the Warrior, the Olight Warrior is a good one. That one's I think 1150 lumens or something, and it's a magnetic recharge. I think that's what it is. It might be a little brighter than that, but it's super bright, but it can handle it. It's all full tilt all time for me. And I find myself doing the same shit. It's like, why would I need this little moonlight? But I do find that the moonlight is actually really, really good because sometimes, man, 650 is just too damn bright, especially if you need to look at something that's right here. It reflects back at you just to, just to see it. But no, those those Olights are really good if you want to be able to turn on super bright with, because remember, that's a keychain light. So putting 650 lumens out of a keychain light, that's what I was saying before. It's crazy bright for how little it is. It's almost too much, which I like, but it will heat up. That's why if you want, you want to get something a little bit more thicker and bigger that can hold that much power in such a little thing. The handles were too slick on the Gobi. What is the Gobi? I have the Pagos on the way. Nice, nice. My favorite one right now from Megaron is the Curix and the Karaki. I like them both. Yeah, the Warrior Mini Pro. Well, like there's ones like this where they're this big, and this isn't big. This is still small, right? This is like the Warrior Mini Pro or whatever, where it's tiny. And this one right here, I think is 1,000 lumens. I think this one is. It might be a little bit more than that. The T1S, super bright, but you can see it's got a little, it's got a clip so you can put it on your hat or in your pocket, and it's super bright, but it's gonna get hot, but not to the point to where it's gonna fuck you up. But yeah, it'll still get hot too. Now, going a little bit bigger than this, you can get, it just depends on the amount of lumens you want versus the size. But you got to think, the smaller it gets and the brighter it gets, you're going to be experiencing some heat. Now, if you want fucking power, it's something like this. If you want real power, this thing is the TC20V2. I forget the lumens. I could check real quick, but this thing's this thing will flag down airplanes. Like you can go outside and go like this with this thing, and it'll shoot up into the sky. I guess so does those little lights, but damn, this thing is crazy bright. And it does get hot in the front. Like if I hold it, yeah, it gets hot. But that's me holding right on the bulb. Now I got another one like this, but this other one is only a beam. So this little guy right here, it's super bright, but it shoots in a straight beam. Meaning, like, if you have a dark room, it's not going to light the room up. It's going to light a beam. Like, it's almost like a self-defense light. Actually, I'll show you guys right now. Like, see that? It's just a beam. So it's not going to light up the room. It's just a straight beam. Now, there's turbo mode, but it's still just a beam. So it's basically kind of like where you can point things out, or not even point things out, I guess blind somebody from a distance, or see something perfectly at a distance and aim right at it. But they're all rechargeable. This one doesn't have a magnet on it though, but they're all rechargeable and really good shit. I need to do a video on that one, on those two. What else do I got? Oh, I got a firearm one. Firearm ones are pretty cool. I got the headlamp ones. I got this one in the other room. This one's a badass. This is the Warrior, the M2R Warrior, 1800 lumens, throws 300 meters. This fucker's a beast. Super bright. But that's more of like a tactical light, though. I think they call them beamers versus throwers. Beamers? Okay. Well, I'll call it a beamer then. Are the wide, wait, hold on a second. Beamers versus throwers. Throwers are the wider reach lights. Beamers are the straight and narrow. Okay, so that one was a beamer. The other one was a thrower. But the thrower, though, it still has a good beam on it. Maybe there's, what do they call it? The beamers throwers combination? That's the question. I just sent you some pics on what, Instagram? Spot versus flood. Right, right. So the one I have there is a spotlight, one's a floodlight. But like the Warriors, that it's kind of a combination because you have a spotty floody light. There we go. It's a little bit of spotty and a little bit of floody. Waiting on my 4,000 lumen Chloris. Damn. Yeah, 4,000 lumens. That's pretty bright. Holy shit. Now that's a flashlight collection. Holy shit. I'm going to show you guys. Screw it. Check this out. This is, come on. Nope, you got to hold it. This is Cue Ball's flashlight collection. He ain't playing. That's cool. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't got a collection quite like that, but I mean, I got a decent collection. I mean, I give some away though. Like I just gave my brother-in-law 2 lights. What did I give him? I gave him an EDC light, a good one, and a like kind of a tactical light, kind of like the Warrior one I was just showing you. It's kind of like this, but it was the through night one, and that way because he was needing a good light for work. I got one for my father-in-law. Got him a good light, a real good one. For spot, candela is even more important than lumen. Yeah, I know, but I just think that more people really understand lumens a little bit more. I personally don't understand the candelas, however you pronounce it, better than lumens. I understand lumens a little bit better, but yeah. I passed them out to my neighborhood. Have play some flashlight tag. You get a light. You get a light. Everybody gets a light. All the lumens. How many lumens you want? I want them all. How many can I get? How bright do you want it? How many lumens are you looking for? Well, how many can I get? That's the question. You guys seen those one like spotlights that are like 1,000,000 lumens or 100,000 lumens or something? Those things are nuts. Wait, but I love a Streamlight Micro Stream for EDC. Right now, I know I've showed you guys this a couple times, but I've got ordered the Kaiser Feist denim from the Kaiser Friday Club with the titanium frame lock with a black stonewash 20 CV blade, waiting for the order to be fulfilled. Hopefully that'll get confirmed. Awesome. Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, that denim, that's some nice denim micarta too. And it comes in this nice little denim roll. That's really cool. So, but I got this little Dapper Light one, titanium, has a little magnet on the back, which is cool. It is super bright. Well, 650 lumens. Since it's titanium, it doesn't get too hot. It does have a lockout where you push it 5 times and it locks itself, which is really cool. So it does have some really cool features, and you can program it to the way you want. So I like that too. I'm not 1,000,000% sold on it. I do like it though. The one thing I don't like about it, and it's not that I don't like about it. I guess I do like it. It's fine. I love this light. I just want to say that right now. I love this light. I love little keychain lights, especially when they're super bright like this. And this thing is very programmable. You can do different things with it. But I also like a light that's just a little bit bigger that can go in my EDC organizer. And this is just a little too small for that. And not by much. like just a little bit too small. That's why my one little copper one that I have the patina on is a perfect size for that one, or like the O lights and stuff. But lately, I haven't been carrying that because of the holidays and everything. So I haven't been carrying my EDC organizer. I've been going without my belt, just with a primary and a flashlight in my pocket. So this has been working out great. Don't like to brag, but I'm running a Walmart. Wait, running a Walmart mag light. Those mag lights are the shit though. Try knocking somebody out with a different flashlight. I bet you choose the mag. Cue ball. I'll take a flashlight. I don't have not one. Every time I try to buy one, I end up buying a knife. I went in looking for a flashlight and walked out with a damn Kaiser. Maglite used to be, yeah. That used to be like my main like flashlight. Anytime like when we talked about flashlights, it was like grab the Maglite. You felt cool saying it too. It just sounded cool, like get a Maglite. And like anytime like it was like a defensive scenario, nobody back in the day ever thought of a little light being any sort of a defensive light. It had to be big because you weren't getting power out of little lights like you are now. You can get crazy power out of these little lights, but back in the day, you had to have something big. So the mag lights were bright, powerful, and if all else fails, you can knock them the fuck out with it or break whatever with it because you could hit things with it. Windows, whatever. That's hilarious. Enough to appreciate how amazing current. Yeah, I do appreciate it too. I'm just old enough to appreciate how amazing current LED technology is. Yeah, that's true. Have you tried Zebra Light? No, I don't think I've even heard of them. I don't think I've heard of them. My pop still has one of them 10-footers. That's hilarious. I'm using the OLED S2R2 up to 1115 lumens, kind of nuts. I know, I got one of those. I love it. I think that's a great one. I like that one. I like I like the little one, the full size one, and then the Warrior like this. Those are my three favorites. We actually gave my father-in-law the regular one. I think it's the SR2, the full size one, not the little stubby, but the full size one. Mag lights are good silencers. There you go. Take them apart and make them a silencer. I remember when I used to carry one of those mag lights with two AA batteries. It was EDC with a flip phone. Yep, yep, for sure. Got the extra weight from them AA's. Mag lights need 8D size batteries. Do they even make those anymore? Oh man, it's only a 2-pound light. Fucking better than that 7-pound light you're carrying. My dad gave us all World War II lights with generators. I actually seen one of those. I'm going to talk about it here in 1 second. That you have to squeeze over and over for cars. Wait, for hours back in the day. So I seen one of those. Check this out. I seen one. I can't remember perfectly, but we had it. And it was an antique light, and it had like a handle on it. It had like a beam on the front, and on the bottom it almost looked like an iron, but that's where like you'd hook up the batteries. But this thing was like back in the day, old, like super old, and it had like some type of like little motor on it or something. You had to like, I don't know if you had to spin it or what, or crank it, something, but it was pretty badass. But you could tell like it was like vintage, like very vintage. Okay, I'm gonna start getting ready for bed. Thanks again for the live, Jared. Good night. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting out of here too. Damn, we've been going all night. Hey, it's New Year's, right? It's New Year's, so we'll say 5 more minutes. I'm gonna speak really quick. I should have did it when we had 107 people in here. Remember, if you guys are entering into the giveaway and you guys are trying to get a hold of some Shurogoroths or some Rocksteads or some full tie Hinders, and you guys are wanting to win one of these fucking things, you guys have to. This is the only thing you guys got to do besides entering into the giveaway, which will be in about a week and a half. I will do the video where you guys can enter. And all you guys got to do is leave a comment there. But you guys have to subscribe to the channels listed, but more importantly, you have to watch some of their videos. Now, I will say this. Watching one video never does a channel justice. If you take my most popular video on my whole channel, it is the last video I want you to watch. I would never want you to get your perspective of me and my channel from my most popular video. The video that did the best on my entire channel, I hate. I don't like it. I wish it wasn't the one that went viral, but it was. So that's what more people think my channel is like than. Anyways, my point is that check the channels out, watch a couple of their videos. If you don't like one or the topic of one, go to another one. Check a couple of them out, and then you can subscribe. If you don't watch any of their content, YouTube will deem you as a bot, and it will unsubscribe you right after. If you just go to the channel and hit subscribe, and then go to the next channel and hit subscribe, and then go to the next channel and hit subscribe, YouTube will unsubscribe you within like 12 hours. It will deem you as a bot. So basically everybody, all those channels got like 600, 1,000 subscribers, and then lost them all. Literally, YouTube thought they were all bots. So all the channels that wound up getting all these subscribers lost them all overnight. They were like all excited, like, man, I got 600 subscribers in 6 hours. And then it was like, dude, I lost 500 subscribers just now because you guys are all Russian bots. Russian bot confirmed. Right, exactly. That's what YouTube said. Exactly. Russian bot confirmed. Denied. So, in order for that not to happen to you, because remember, this is the thing, and this is what you guys need to understand. If you don't, right? All it's going to do is make it to where, because, okay, to be honest, I don't care if you do or if you don't. I don't care if you do or if you don't. Because the way I look at it as, I'm trying to get these guys actual subscribers. People that actually care and want to see their content. That's the point. If you're just going to subscribe and go away to win something, that's fine. I don't care. That's fine. But just know that the point is for these guys to actually get some people that want to see their shit, want to see their channel. A subscriber doesn't matter if they don't do anything to your channel. I could have 1 million followers right now, and only 1,000 of them actually watch my channel. That's why sometimes you'll see some crazy ass channels with an insane amount of followers, but none of them watch their channel. Like they just sometimes come and peek in, or they gotta care, right? They have to actually watch your shit. And even if they don't watch every video, just watch, if they watch videos every once in a while, that's supporting your channel. But just subscribing and leaving and never seeing the channel again doesn't do that channel anything. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. A subscriber number does nothing for a channel after 1,000 followers. All right, guys. I see you guys are getting out of here. Theo, take it easy, buddy. Take care of the baby, man. And hey, Happy New Year. We're going to kick 2022's ass. Blade Ogre, what if you already subscribed to all the channels? If you already subscribed to them all before my thing, double check and make sure you're still subscribed, first of all. But if you watch the content already, then you're fine. You're going to be able to comment on my video and you can enter into the giveaway. But if you subscribed and you think you're subscribed, you might not be, because YouTube might have said, okay, yeah, if it was before and you've been watching their channels and whatever, fucking, and then comment on the video, on the giveaway video, and you can win. But you're not going to be able to If you think you like, so many people said, I subscribe to all the channels. I had so many comments of people saying, I subscribe to them all. I subscribe to them all. And I'm thinking, like, no, you didn't. You did, but YouTube deemed you as a bot. But that's why they have to pay attention to my videos for the next week when I'm going to say this. I'm going to keep saying this. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it. And if they wind up being just the guy who thought that they were just going to be able to go sub, you know, and that's it, then they're going to find out that it's going to lose for them because they're not going to actually be subbed. YouTube's going to deem them as a bot. Now they're bots. All right, guys. I love you guys. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Thank you to all the patron members. Patron giveaway coming up soon. Coming up real soon. We got lots of stuff we're giving away. It's going to be an amazing couple of weeks for you guys. Thank you guys for everything you guys do for my channel. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for the donations. Thank you guys for watching the ads in my videos. That really helps me a lot because, you know, you don't get paid off at ads if you don't click on them or if you don't watch at least 30 seconds. So thank you to you dummies that watch my ads. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed and actually watches Knife Sergeant's content. Thank you to everybody who sits here and hangs out with me and shoots the shit. Even though sometimes it goes down some crazy ass rabbit holes, just tell me to shut the fuck up. I don't care. I love you guys, and I appreciate everybody's perspective and everybody's point of view on things, so we can always talk about it. I love you guys. Peace.